Hey there, Buck. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for collecting the first again. And I also wish you a lot of fun in your stream still.
Cookie_mine you just collected second.
Hello, hello everyone! Welcome to the stream. And again, congratulations Bach on the first and Cookie on getting second. Hey there, Stinky Cookie. How's it going? I hope this was alright because I changed my ad settings a little bit. I think you guys saw that over on my Discord channel. I mean, I posted it right before the stream, so probably not, but either way. We are now going to run hourly ads for 3 minutes instead of like every 30 minutes, a break of 1:30, because I think that is super disruptive. And at least if I do like one break with 3 minutes, we can do hourly breaks instead, so I can, you know, stand up and stretch a little bit. You guys won't miss out on anything that is on screen, and then we don't get bothered by an ad for at least an hour, which would be so great. Because honestly, it's also super stressful to keep up with ads when it's every 30 minutes. Because 30 minutes are not a lot of time, actually. It's like one Stardew Valley day if you want to compare it to Stardew, which is kind of crazy. So I hope with the hourly breaks it's more bearable. And we also don't have pre-roll ads anymore. So if you get an ad while joining my stream, it's pretty obviously then my hourly ad break. And I also start with the ads now, so we have this out of the way for at least an hour. So at the beginning, I'm just gonna, you know, sit in my starting screen, wait for the ads to roll by, and then we can start talking and chatting without having to stress about this for ages. So yeah, we are hopping back into our farm today. And hopefully we are going to finish this run. I'm not sure if we're actually going to finish today, because we are still missing the 10 millions and 2 crafting recipes. But I think we are going to get there pretty soon. I also already have prepared another game we could play after this one. So in case we are going to finish today or maybe even tomorrow, we already have a backup. So just figured I'd let you guys know about that. And I'm so proud of me that I actually remembered that today's Sunday and that I actually wanted to visit the desert for more stairs. So yeah. What's next? It's going to be Fields of Mystria. Fields of Mystria and Coral Island are like head to head, along with the vote where you guys voted for the fact that you're just here for the vibe, which is super sweet of you. So yeah, that is our next game on the list. And then we'll see. I don't know, Fields of Mystria is not yet a finished game, but it already has a lot of content, so I'm probably going to play as far as we can go with the current update. And then we'll just see what else we can do once it's done. I mean, honestly, I do hope that in between all of this, I can finally start to do some art streams as well. Because my shoulder and neck are slowly getting better, but I still have to finish my medication and stuff, so that is something we need to take care of first. But either way, it's going to be a lot of fun. So, also I completely forgot to turn on our background music. And there we go. I also added some more music to our playlist, so we have a little bit more variety. Because I don't know why, but my playlist was I don't know how long was it before. 17 hours? And honestly, if you're streaming for 4 hours regularly, this playlist is going to get old very fast. And every time I sat here, I was like, oh, this song again and again and again and again. And I really wanted some fresh new songs in there, so we'll see if there are going to be some of them in the playlist today as well. I did not listen to all of them because obviously that would take a lot of time, but they're from my favorite artists, Game Chops, and various other artists that worked with them for the songs. So we have just more video game remixes, very lo-fi ones, unless I accidentally put an album in there that is not as lo-fi as I thought it would. Because every time I pick an album from the list, I just hop in there, listen to like 1 or 2 songs real quick, you know, just jump right in there and see how the vibe is going. And then I add it to the list, no matter what the other songs are. And we have a lot of Pokemon ones in there, I think, as well with Zelda. And some other older songs, too. If any of you guys actually know, like, an artist that also makes stream-safe music and video game remixes and stuff, please tell me and send me the links over on our Discord, because I love to check out new artists and also support them and give them some exposure on the stream. Because it's hard to sometimes find those artists, because either they don't have stream-safe music, because I have seen so many other artists that actually, you know, were looking for stream-safe music and stuff. And they found some artists and sites that said, hey, that this is stream safe, don't worry about it. And then they loaded it up on YouTube. And those exact people actually restrict the use on YouTube and Twitch and whatnot, so they actually get money out of it, and you get your video demonetized because it's not your your music. And I think that's such a mean thing to do. You can't say, hey guys, it's safe for you to use this music on your stream and use it for bots and stuff. And then you're basically telling YouTube, no, if anyone uses my music, please, I want to get the monies, not them. Because that is just tricking people into things. And I think that should not happen. Because that is almost criminal. Because essentially you are lying to them and really tricking them. It's like, oh hey, yeah sure, you can use this for whatever you want, and then they come back to you and are like, yeah, you owe me money. Because if you are streaming for how many hours, right? There is... Wait. Where is the... There it is. I overlooked it. If you stream for a long amount of time and you just have one song of theirs in there for like even a minute or less, YouTube can recognize it and it completely demonetizes your whole video. And that is just not fair in my opinion. Absolutely not fair. That is why a lot of YouTubers and stuff do like separate audio recordings. I don't at the moment because I don't need to. Because I'm not there at the point where I really want to cut my own videos and make like, you know, comprehensions and compilations out of them. Or best-ofs. So yeah. Oh, do you know Lily Pichu Comfy Beats? I'm sure she says it isn't copyrighted like while it's on stream. Oh, yeah, but there's a difference, right? A lot of stuff isn't copyrighted while it's on stream. The question is if you are allowed to make a VOD out of it. Because you can play whatever music you want while you're alive as long as you don't record it. That is also why a lot of other streamers simply don't do VODs. Because then they can play whatever music they want, right? But honestly, if that is also like VOD safe and stuff, I would love to check it out. Because the name is so cute already, Lily Pichu. Comfy beats. Okay, what do we have here? Awesome. Also, another reminder, I am still sick. And I don't know how long we're going to stream. Yesterday it was fine. I was able to stream for the whole day, basically, and do the normal stream time. But... oh yeah, 2 PM. Why did I think it was earlier than that? Copy beats specifically is not copyright. Okay, cool. Good to know. Oh no, I have to sneeze. Or do I? My body doesn't know. Oh, that is so unsatisfying. I had tickling in my nose where I was like, do I need to sneeze? Yes, no, I don't know. But it did not happen. I was expecting it. Okay, whoop. Oh, I still have more stuff to melt. Did not notice that yesterday. Also, I am curious what kind of quest we are going to get from Key tomorrow. I just hope it's something we can do. Iridium. I was wondering, what was the last thing I need? Okay, we're missing gold now. Okay. But we do have some gold in the smelter. But I'm still gonna farm more of it today. More stone and gold. Because we need both anyways. So yeah. Okay, that is another half done. And into the mines we go. Just wanted to double check if I have the right ring with me. This last stream we actually did another run for Key where you did not eat until you reach level 100. And for that I always switch my rings. Because if I don't, I actually tend to run out of life very quickly without any means to recharge. So that's why I made myself a little vampire slash damage protection ring. Which is super useful. It's like, ever since I had this ring, we never failed a run ever. But also the first run was just... One thing I really messed up was the fact that I stood in almost every bomb, just because I was used to it. Usually bombs don't do as much damage, right? So I was just, you know, face tanking it. Without even meaning to. I knew I wasn't allowed to lose HP, or I should lose not as much HP. And then I also just ran straight into a ghost. Because if you are allowed to eat, you just want to go down and go through everything as quickly as possible. Because honestly, it's so much more efficient if you just run through everything and just eat the damage. Eat whenever you get damage. Instead of trying to avoid the damage. Come on. Did not switch quick enough. Come here. So those are just the some things I did wrong on my first attempt. But on the second, where I knew that I need to be a little bit more careful, I also made sure to eat before I go down into the mine. Because then you at least have some buff for the first couple of levels. I mean, you can even get super lucky, right? And just drop down to a point that is pretty deep down. But you really, really notice the difference if your buffs run out. That is like insane. Normally it's just like, oh, I'm a little bit slower, let's just drink some coffee and we're basically done with it. But if you're not allowed to do that, it actually takes a lot longer to finish than usual, at least. Yeah, I know we have a ladder, but I need both gold and stones, so... I'm just gonna do that. I'm sorry for that. Okay. I'm really hoping that we might be able to... I think we were able to at least finish all the crafting recipes today, because I checked before the stream how many were still missing. Because every time before I boot up the stream, I check my percentage we're having over at quiz. And we are at 89 total when it comes to perfection, and the crafting recipes are at 98. So either there are really 100 crafting recipes straight, because we are only missing 2 crafting recipes at this point. And if it gives like 1% per crafting recipe... Dude, I want to switch. Per crafting recipe, we should be done once we have the 2 that I know we're missing. And that is so exciting for me, because that means I did not overlook anything by accident, and we just have to wrap it up, basically. But one thing that is actually worrying me is if we are able to hit the 10 millions today, because yesterday we were at, I think also like 5.5 or something like that, and we barely made it to almost 7, so we made 2 million yesterday. And I don't know if we're going to make more than 2 million today. Well, you're not even at 197% yet. SMH. What does SMH mean? Sorry. I don't know. What are 179% in Stardew? Also, hi Jordy, how are you doing? Oh, shaking my head. Okay, thank you for telling me. That's Blade's completion percent. Oh, holy hell. What else does he count to the perfection run that it gets up to 100 to 200%? I guess it's 200%, right? The yo-yo wafers, the one you can buy in the cave? Once you're along the walnut room, you can buy completion percentages from a shady guy in a cave. Yeah, I've seen him in that weird mushroom cave. 500k per 1%. Oh, so he can boost you up to 200 basically? 500k per percent. That is insane. He likes the walnut room with the least percentage possible. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Then he buys up to 100, the game won't let you buy anymore, then he gets the rest of perfection normally. Oh, okay, now his run makes so much more sense. Alright. Okay, I never had anyone explain it to me. Okay, oh my gosh, that's insane. Yeah, it's a doozy. Yeah, especially when you're saying, with the least amount of perfection. That means he is also not allowed to do a lot of things, right? No XP. No crafting. Yeah, no cooking. No, not even farming shipping stuff, right? Or wait, no. Shipping is alright, because the all shipment achievement is a whole thing, not a percentage thing. No shipping. Oh yeah, it was a percentage thing. But you can sell at Pierre. Oh! That is true. Pierre doesn't count towards the all shipping achievement. I was already wondering how he would get any money at all. But that is so true. Oh my gosh. Okay. The first few years was making sure the farm didn't get overrun with rocks. Minimum huts can harvest without getting farming XP. Oh. I really have to watch this playthrough. Because that sounds so cool and so interesting. And it also sounds like a lot of work, of course. But I'm just thinking, because Pierre also doesn't buy everything you get, right? Because a lot of stuff you cannot sell at Pierre's. He explained everything yesterday. He got a front page slot for it. Massive stream. Oh. Yeah, I was in his stream yesterday. Stopped by real quickly and watched for like half an hour, I think. What he was... When I joined, he was just doing the... monster hunting stuff. I think he was getting serpents and pepper racks in the mines when I joined and watched him for a while. Lots of subs. I think I even saw you get gifted. Yeah, I did get one. But that was after I already left, I think. Or while I was lurking. Because I left him a lurk when I had to leave. And today I went into my stream account, my Twitch account, and I was like, oh, somebody has gifted you a Suffer Blade. And I'm like, aw, yay. Yeah, Monster Slayer was last, but it took longer than expected. So he really only took 5 hours? So I was there, like, at the end of everything. And meanwhile, I'm sitting here, like, with 140 hours on this playthrough. I feel so bad. But hey, first time perfection, okay? So I think year 4 is fine. I've seen people do first time perfection in year 10. 2 hours of explaining, 5 hours to get perfection in 5 in-game days. 5 in-game days. Oh my god. Your 4 is pretty good. Yeah, I think so too. I'm really proud of myself, actually. It could have been better. I think if I ever do another run of these, I'm not going to... Oh, wait. Yeah, come on, we're going to do the dangerous mine thing. Because we already did it once, and it wasn't that bad, actually. So we just have to wait for a good luck day. As always. Yeah, same. I think I took an entire extra year because I needed to craft forage seeds. That is my exact problem. I'm missing the stupid winter seeds. And I also missed the fall seeds too. Also, I almost forgot. You weren't here yesterday, but yesterday I was like double checking everything I needed. And I realized that I still did not craft my jack-o'-lantern, which I had also... that was like one of the recipes I needed to get in fall. And I completely forgot about it. I think it was already fall... the 15th or 16th? Something where I figured, oh no, I don't have enough time to grow them. So I rushed over here to Ginger Island. And quickly put them into the ground. So I almost missed it. And it would have been so dumb if I would have to wait for another year to get pumpkin seeds. Because I did not have a single pumpkin anywhere. That was something. I was panicking, not gonna lie. And I don't know why. Why did I have the starfruit seeds in my other chest? I think I forgot to take them out, right? Something like that. But yeah. And I didn't have the forage lying around. Yeah, same. I was able to make the spring or the summer ones, I think, with the ones that I had in the chest or something like that. Or did I make them already before? I don't know. But I was also missing the fall forageables and the winter forageables. I think if I would have checked the crafting recipes before I started gifting people everything, I would have been able to do the winter one. Because I know that I gifted a lot of crocus to Sandy because she likes them. Or to someone else, I don't know. And I missed the crocus and the crystal fruit thing, I think. So yeah. Never mind. Winter 4 year 3 was my perfection save, but I'd gotten close to perfection before, so I knew what I had to do. Oh, okay. Yeah, for me, it's going to really... The things that are going to impact me the most is going to be if I can get 10 million by then for the golden clock, and how long it's going to take me to find the forageables I need. So it's going to be spawn luck in the end, I fear. But, fingers crossed. But I also learned so much during this playthrough from a lot of people in the chat, plus my own stupidity. Let's just be honest with that. Because I've done so many things and stuff, and one thing that is still bothering me so much and that I regret the most is probably my farm layout and how I place the chests. Because the chests are all over the place, and I gotta be honest, I'm too lazy to rearrange them at the moment, and I think for some reason there is also this one workbench you can use where you can place chests near it, and then you can craft from this workbench, right? That is also something I completely neglected, and that is one big thing I would change for the next perfection run I'm doing. Hey Davoltec, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I am still sick like yesterday, so I apologize for any coughing that is happening. But other than that, I am feeling a-okay. What else do I want to use the star fruits for? You know what? I'm gonna use the star fruits for the gems as well. Because I think that is also going to give more money. At least I hope so. Something to keep in mind for the 1.7 run. Yeah, that is so true. Farming layout planning can be really annoying. It's so much effort to reshuffle. Wish you could move full chests. Yeah, that would be so cool. I wouldn't even mind if you had to actually pay Robin to do that, because the running around with like the inventory space and stuff is just so annoying. But hey, who knows what Constant 8 is going to put into the game when 1.7 hits. You never know. He always likes to make small quality of life improvements. So yeah. You can push them around. Oh my gosh, you're right. You can push them around with a pickaxe, right? Oh yeah, but if you want to move them further than a space or two, it takes so long. But good point. Right, that you can do, but my problem is also I have them inside of caves and inside, you know, of stables and stuff. So I would have to actually get them out of there. But that is a good idea to keep in mind. But in general, my chests are just a mess. At the beginning, the system I had in place worked actually pretty well. It really was like, okay, I have a chest for this near that, because yeah, why should I not have like my foraging chest near my shipping chest? But then when I started to craft everything, that is when things got really messy. Because I had that was my jewel slash mineral slash mushroom chest in my mushroom cave. Then I have like all the animal products are also in the stables where they're supposed to be. And getting there and running back all the time is so annoying. Plus, one thing I did, which was a big mistake, I did get like the big chest recipe rather early, and I never used it. I never used the big chests, so when my small chests began to get fuller and fuller, I just crafted more small chests, which made it even more confusing where I had my stuff. And I also started to neglect sorting things in, because it was like, I would need to reshuffle everything. I don't want to do this on stream, and that was also one of my biggest mistakes. And that I did not like start crafting recipes and stuff from the get-go. Because that is also something I would definitely do. I would focus so much more on doing like seasonal things like crafting and cooking to make sure I don't have as many things left over. I mean, sure, at the very beginning of your run, you have so many other things to do that you don't always think about that stuff, and you don't always have the time and energy to get it right. But I mean, crafting in general doesn't take any energy out of you, so... I think I was just running around greeting everyone, which is also a good thing to do, right? But it was just not as efficient. I usually have a handful of chests by my house for general storage, then a chest for the barns, the maker corners, and the sheds. Yeah, I think I didn't get the big chest recipe until I was already doing 100% crafting. Oh, I go crazy if my chests get fully disorganized, so I spend a lot of time organizing early game. Yeah, I wish Robin sent me a letter about it. Yeah, I think... Isn't the big chest even... Is it a ladder? I don't even know. Or does she have it from the beginning? I don't remember. But yeah, I feel you guys. But I do have to admit, if you're on stream, things are so much more different than when you play playing private. Because if you play in private, you can just, you know, take a whole day just to organize your stuff without you feeling bad. And I don't know, on stream I kind of feel bad if I do stuff like that, which is super boring and technically unnecessary. So that is also one thing why I didn't do it the way I wanted, but yeah. It's just the learning curve in Stardew is so insane in general. Which is also why I never did a full perfection run before, because every time you start up a new game, you just learn something new and you're like, oh, if I did that right there, I would have done this already by that time, and then you start over or something like that. You don't have any pressure in Stardew, but still you're putting yourself under pressure because you want to do it as optimal as possible. Also, one thing I also regret is that I sold so many ores in the past because I thought I would not need as many. Because frankly, if you're playing Stardew and you've never done perfection before, I actually thought that getting 10 million would be so easy. Because you get so much money and it gets more and more and more and more and more. And at some point you're just like, that I don't have to build up my farm anymore. It's already big enough, and I'm pretty sure the 10 million will come one day, and I have so much other stuff to do. It's no problem whatsoever. And now I'm sitting here like, I wish I would have kept optimizing and expanding my farm for more and more money, because it's not as fast as you might think. It takes a lot more time than I actually thought. Though there's never enough kegs. That is so true. That is so true. You need so much tree sap to get all the kegs. Yes, yes, yes. That is an issue as well. And wood. For me, at some point, I had all the necessary saps because I have my little sap farm down in the corner, right? And I started to run out of wood before because I was starting to craft so much stuff and I just did not get enough wood before. So I had to wait for trees to regrow. That was an issue I was running into. I'm always out of wood, it's crazy. Yeah, I periodically deforest all of Cindersap. Yes, that is something I would highly suggest to anyone who never got into endgame. Because you will run out of wood, you will run out of material, you will run out of stone, even though you think you never will. Those things are going to happen no matter what. And in between all of this madness, you're supposed to befriend all the people in town, right? Oh no, I missed the opening. Okay, never mind. That is one thing I don't know how I'm going to do it in the future. I think I'm probably going to focus on my marriage candidate like I used to, and then after I'm basically done with the marriage romance thing, I'm going to just pick another person that I want to try to push to max as fast as I can. Because it's impossible to talk to everyone unless you really have time and nothing else to do. But yeah. Desert and island are also wood sources I fall back on, but somehow I still never have enough. Yeah, I mean, desert and island is a good idea when you already have your obelisks. Because I always feel like it's not worth spending like so much money to actually go there if you don't have to. So yeah. Hey there, Oceanman! Welcome to the stream! How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome! Just got home, hey! And already in stream. Nice. Let's go for more gold. I'm gonna focus on gold a little bit more today. Because that's what I'm missing. And we're going into the Skull Cavern anyway, so we might also get a lot of stone. Probably. Oh, I'm also gonna take those with me because they give money. I'm very tired from laughing. What did you do? Sounds like you had a fun day, actually. You are suspicious. Very suspicious. I usually combine my wood runs with my normal trips, especially on the island. I go twice for key quests and tree harvesting anyway, so I might as well. Yeah, that is a good idea, yeah. That is actually a good idea. We had a PE task where we had to perform warm-ups and stuff, okay? I almost turned my ginger island into a pineapple plantation. Yeah, I remember you mentioned that before. True. But I'm always wondering, what is better, pineapples or star fruits? Because I think star fruits are the things that give you the most money, right? It's good profit and less hassle to set up than ancient seeds. True, true. Starfish? That was star fruit cookie. No, I'm Patrick. One of the groups had a bunch of my friends, and one of them kept stumbling at it because he couldn't stop laughing at his teamwork do the bare minimum of the routine. Oh, I think if you stack on track with it and have kegs for all of them, Starfruit always win. Okay. Starfruit you need to plant and only Sandy sells the seeds, but the profit is the best. Yeah, okay, okay. Sorry, I have to drink something real quick. But ancient fruits have a neater schedule, because you harvest them once a week and your kegs are also done once a week. It lines up better. Oh, is it so? That is also something I really want to look into, and that's, you know, getting the hang of when you have to check your kegs and stuff, because always having to run around the farm is such a hassle and it takes such a long amount of time, but I don't know the timings. And that's also something I'm still wondering, is it better to age cheese or is it better to age wine? Because wine, especially starfruit wine, is probably giving you like the best profit. But is it, if you compare it, like, is aged cheese more profitable than wine? During my group's turn, we had squads, so when they saw me squat, they went boom. I couldn't focus. I'm so happy you guys had so much fun during the PE exercises, honestly. That sounds like so much fun. We also always messed around during PEs when we had to do exercises. For example, every time we had to do those, you know, warm-up runs over the, like, track. We were one of the faster people and we always, you know, slowed down basically, because why we had to do like 3 laps, and if everybody else was like so far behind, we just did dumb stuff. So you could imagine like 3 girls like at the head of everybody else, and we were doing like super dumb runs, like running like we're retarded or something like that. I don't know. We just were making fun of ourselves and doing we would be running backwards and one would stumble, and we would like try to do bunny hops and whatever instead of running, and it was just so hilarious. Always depends on how many crops you can process too. Dehydrators, for example, give less profit, but they handle 5 crops a day per machine. So if you're just burning through crops you're not gonna process, otherwise they're nice too. Oh, all the funny shit we're from All the funny shit were from the engineering section, my section, that even made the teachers laugh. Oh, nice. The other section, AP Psychology, I believe, was pretty boring. Well, that fits the major, kinda. Okay, so aging doubles the value. So you want the highest base value to double. Okay, so Starfruit wine would be the best, I guess. Which I am doing, so... Even though wine ages slower, the base value is so much higher than cheese. Okay, okay, okay. Starfruit wine is the best. 56.3 gold a day per cask. Ooh. Coaches is 40 gold per day. Ah, okay, yeah, okay. No, then that's good, that's good. That is very good. I'm doing it right by accident. Regular cheese only 23 gold per day. Okay, that's crazy. Oh, I need to go home. I did not pay attention to the time. Yeah, but the dehydrators, I never considered using them. I also have... You know, my shed is like set up half-half when it comes to kegs and preserves jars. I'm just wondering... Should I still... If I do another run, should I still craft as many preserves jars as I have? Or should I just pump the shed full of casks? I guess that is one thing I've been wondering for a while. Ironically, grape wine sucks. Only 6 gold per day. What? Really? I figured grape wine would be like a special type of wine since it's, you know, the normal wine. I'm just gonna get some bombs real quick in case we can go to the mines tomorrow immediately. Hello. Hello. Give me bombs. Thank you. And thank you. Casks only work. Oh, I mean kegs. Sorry. Kegs, yes. I made a huge ancient fruit farm for my current run, so I don't have to keep getting seeds from Sandy. Ha! Now I'm drowning in fruit a bit. Ooh, okay. I think preserves jars are good for early game and whenever you grow veggies, but kegs win overall. Okay. I mean, having a couple of kegs doesn't hurt, I think, if you're doing some fish ponds too. Because the legendary fish and crimson fish and lava eel are... I think they make decent money. It's of course not as efficient as using wine and stuff, but... You have to catch them anyway if you're doing like 100% perfection. So why not utilize that, right? Oh yeah, for fish ponds, preserve jars are needed. Yep. Okay, so kegs are base value times 3. Wow. Preserve jars are probably less, right? Bombs cannot damage you. Yeah, okay. More hearts, that's stupid. We would have good humor today. But I'm honestly going to wait for a star. I swear, being sick is so annoying. That is just, I have to blow my nose out all the time. I have to cough, I have to mute, I have to pause, I have to drink. Yeah. I got 4 legends, legend 2s the last time I had Keys Quest and stuck them all in ponds. Wait. You can also put the legend 2s into it. Whoa. Jars are base value +2 +50G. So jars are better for low value crops. Oh. Okay. Yeah, they are the same value as the OG Legend, and you can get more than one, so they're a good pick. Oh my gosh. Okay. I learned something new again. Honestly, I can't wait to do another run once 1.7 comes out. We're going to be so much quicker and so much more efficient. Well, unless 1.7 doesn't add like another endgame content goal. As long as the extended family keyquest is active, you can keep catching legendary fish, and since Legend 2 keeps spawning during keyquest, as long as you don't catch the other replacement legend, it's really easy to stock up in one run of the quest. Wow, okay. Yeah, like Jordy said. Okay. I never tried that. Okay, that's insane. Not gonna lie, when I saw that 1.6 added a Steam achievement for perfection, I groaned. Yeah. I mean, I have neglected the Steam achievements for quite a while when it comes to Stardew, because I have 100%ed it before, I don't know. I would say before the first achievements got added, the first new ones. And one day I was just, I don't know how I saw it. I was just checking my Steam page and stuff, and I saw my perfected games list. And I went like, wait a second. Why do I only have, I don't know how many it was. I don't know. How do I only have 19 games? I think I had 20 perfected. Why is that? And I have like my own category where I have my perfected games in there, and I had like 20 games in, I don't know the exact number, I just picked 20 because it's been a while. And I saw that I still had 20 active, so I was sitting there like, okay, it was not a mistake of me. What exactly? Oh, I'm forgetful. What exactly happened? And then I went through everything, and when I saw that Stardew Valley was the one that I was missing perfection, I was sitting there like, hold on. That can't be right. I have played this game through and through. I even made a JoJo run. You cannot tell me that I did not 100% this game. And I think that was also the first time I realized that sometimes developers would add additional new achievements to their game, which made me so mad. Because that means even if you 100% a game one time, it could be that you have to do something else at a later patch. I had a lot of fun in the update, but keck spamming to 20 million earn for all wizard stuff was not fun. Yeah, I bet. That's the worst feeling. I sometimes saw my number of perfected games go down on Steam. Yeah. For example, I think I also finished Graveyard Keeper to 100% before all the DLC came out, and after the DLCs came out, I was like, no, I need to 100 perfect it again. And every time I wanted to start up a new run to perfect something, a new DLC got released. I'm one of those people. I always get so lucky whenever I start a run where I try to perfect something, then either another update gets announced, thanks Constant Date for announcing 1.7, or even a DLC gets released at like the next day, and that is, I'm happy about it, but at the same time I get frustrated because most of the time you have to start a new run because, you know, you get this warning, hey, there is a new update, if you want to experience the new content, please start a new save file just to make sure. And you're sitting here like, eyes twitching. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. That's the feeling I get every time. Turns out Valve combined Half-Life 2 and its sequel episodes into one game. I lost 3 perfect games and once because I didn't get the achievements back. Oh my gosh, that sucks. That is so mean. I do have a funny story though. One time, I had a friend of mine who always, I don't know, we battled each other a little bit when it comes to perfected games. So it was always like one of us would have a perfect game, then the other one tries to catch up again or, you know, get ahead of them. And one time, I don't know if you guys know the To the Moon series, and I just love this series, and I know that there was a second part coming out, so I decided to play the game. And the To the Moon series, I think it's a trilogy at the moment. I have not played the last one, but it doesn't have. Wait, what? I put them in instead of out. I'm so dumb. They only have one achievement, and that is when you just finish the game. So you have 0% all the time and nothing else, and you can just, you know, finish the game in just like in a couple of hours, and then you have a perfected game. And I played both of them in a very short amount of time, back to back, and I was already ahead of him. And he saw my perfected game status, and he wrote me like super upset. Like, hey, how can this be? How do you have 2 new perfected games in one day while I'm still sitting at this one? You're cheating. This is so unfair. How are you doing? And stuff and whatever. And I was like, oh yeah, no, I bought this one game series I really like, and I wanted to play for it myself, and I explained it to him as well, and he was so pissed at me because he thought I actually only bought those games just to catch, not even to catch up to him, but to just get a bigger head start. And I was sitting there like, no, that is not the case at all. I just bought the games because I liked them. It's not my fault that this is just like how they are. And we have our little break at the moment. Oh my gosh. But Jet is not going to miss out on anything. I'm just gonna break open some geodes. Oh my gosh, let me just check how long the ads are still running. I still hope they are not too long. Because 3 minutes are quite something. But hey, at least during that time I can just, you know, lean back a little bit, relax, drink, do stuff that is not like very exciting. You're already back? I feel like my ad breaks are shorter. Do you have Twitch Turbo or something? Huh. Even for me, it says that I still have like 30 seconds of ad. How weird. I've only ever spent 3 euros on this website, and that was yesterday. Maybe it's a regional thing. Maybe. Okay, we should technically be back, I guess. Are we back? Yeah, just on the topic of ads real quick. I am trying out something new because I have looked into the topic of ads last week and read up a little bit about it, and you know what would be better, and I'm trying just out a few different things, and I have to ask you guys, what would you prefer? Because I have now we only have one ad break per hour, and it's 3 minutes. Because that is like the minimum you have to do for the stupid Twitch app program. And I could also do like 1 minute and 30 seconds every 30 minutes, but I just feel like doing it once per hour for 3 minutes gets it at least out of the way for another hour, and I can just, you know, go for a break and stuff. Oh!
The Geek Lover gifted a tier 1 Fox subscription to you, Una Art.
Thank you so much for the gifted sub, Geek. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. So let me just see, what did I miss? It happened again. Where is my Risk of Rain 2? Oh no. They added more. Oh no. So there is our ad break. Yeah, stem 5 ads in a row is annoying. Yeah, some people just get lucky with ads. Some get 1 or 2 or 3 or none. Oh my gosh. So much ad in a row is more annoying, I think. Okay, okay. Just my opinion. What? OMG. Now you don't have any ads anymore. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, you came in at the worst time ever, right? You were immediately thrown into ad jail. I prefer one longer break over constant interruptions. Yeah. That's the thing. I mean, we didn't have any ads up until this point, right? So the only thing I am not a fan of is I have this announcement thing from Stream Elements that tells me that that an ad is running. But I don't know how I can add a countdown for myself. I would love to see... I see the ad countdown in the corner of my eye in my stream manager, but I really have to get used to looking at that more often, so that I know when the next ad is coming up, because it surprises me every time. The thing is, when there is a game that is really exciting and you are at an important part, imagine having to miss 3 minutes in a crucial scene. That is not going to happen. I want to do intentional breaks, and the good thing is I can also just run an ad usually. Wait. Usually I can just run another ad if I want to. Or I can even snooze ads if I want to. So, if we would play something more exciting, I would just either snooze it if we are going into a boss fight or whatever, or if we have a cutscene. Or if I know that we're going to do something exciting, I would just run the ad before that and do just a quick break. So yeah. Sure, a cozy game, whatever, but with other stuff, yeah. Okay, I miss the good old days when AppBlock worked on here. Yeah, that is also very true. That is okay, I guess. Got it, yeah. For example, I also put the ads in a way where the very first 3-minute ad break is right at the beginning, before I even start talking, or at least that's what I plan to do. I want to, you know, do like most people do. I'm going to have like a 5-minute, you know, the stream is starting thing where everyone can just come in and gather together. We have the first stupid ad just out of the way, and then we don't have another ad for a whole hour. And I'm also running the ad during my halftime break, so I would even be gone during that time, so there would be nothing happening. And the other breaks are either during times where it doesn't matter. So yeah, I just still need to get the hang of it though. Well, time to be stuck with bleach in my hair for half an hour. Oh, did you color your hair? Do you just bleach it so you get blonde, or do you put on an extra additional color after it? Yeah, I want to do that too. I always wanted to get a counter for stream start, where I can manually give a number till it starts. Yeah, exactly. That is also what I want to get one day. Oh, yeah. You also knows that feeling of bleach. I'm so happy that I don't need bleach for my hair. Though I do have to say I was already like thinking about maybe dyeing my hair, you know, in like a platinum white. Because I think it looks so good, but at the same time I don't know if it's a color that I like. So maybe I'm just going to get a cosplay wig and stuff and see if this is even something that suits me. The girlfriend wanna color it extreme pink. Ooh! I kinda wanna see. That is so daring. I made my hair white once. It was pretty, but won't do it again. My hair is broken still after 2 years. Oh my gosh, yeah. And my hair is kind of dark brown with red shimmer. Ooh, I hope you're able to get the color right. But since you're going for pink, I think you're going to find. I love platinum. Had that too, same. Yeah, I've had pink before. Hell, I have had every color you can think of. Ooh, rainbow hair. I'm sorry if my voice sounds weird. I'm still sick, so... Yeah, I mean, my hair is also extremely long, which is also why I'm very hesitant to ever go white. Plus, I think my hairdresser would hate me to death if I ever go in there and say, hey, I want white hair, bleach it. Because currently I have copper hair, and getting red or copper out of your hair is very taxing and tiring. I mean, black would be the worst, right? But my color is definitely not something that would be like easy to just turn into white. Since I also don't have like virgin hair. That's what hairdressers call undyed hair, not dyed hair, never dyed hair. Rainbow is actually not one I've tried. Never had double color. But I'm planning to get pink tips. Ooh, I think it would suit my natural hair color. I was thinking of maybe doing like a fox-inspired hair dye where you know you have like either white tips or black tips. But since my hairstylist completely fried my hair the last time I tried to do just like some blonde accents, I am not going to dye my hair in any other color for quite some time because I am terrified, I am scared. I have a wedding coming up next year. I don't want to look like a broom. Thank you very much. So yeah. I think it would suit my natural color. I think so too. I had undyed hair until I was 21. Ooh. I have started dyeing my hair when I was 14. And I think ever since then I never had my natural hair color. Ever again. I think the closest I got was where I just only put like blonde and brown highlights in there to get really a cool depth. But that's that's about it. Ever since I was 14, I've never seen my natural hair color except for the outgrowth. I've only done a more orangish blonde than my natural color as a full dye job. But I've done partial green, partial blue, and partial magenta before. It was pretty fun. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think I've talked about this a couple of times on stream, but my favorite color is blue. But I can't dye it blue because I'm scared, because blue and green, they look so good, but they wash out so quickly and they always look so messy when you wash it out. They are so high maintenance, and I sadly have wavy hair. Like, I always say I have Hermione Granger hair from a structural point, and I really have to be careful not to over bleach it and over dye it, so I have to use hair colors that are like, okay, you get to the hairdresser once and then you have a break for a couple of weeks slash months. It wasn't ruined after I had silver, because the bleach then silver turned into orange in the sun. Ooh, and at some point I just cut it off. Now I just got long curls. And I kind of want to just rip it all off. Oh gosh. A lot of the thunder made me think right now my PC screen broke. Oh no. My mom always stopped me saying it would break my hair. Yeah, my mother couldn't say that, because I bleached my hair black because my mother also had like her hair always dyed black. I mean, she has a very dark color in general. That is also something so funny. No one ever believes that I am like my mother's daughter, because we do look similar enough, but still not, because my mom has super dark hair, super dark eyebrows and stuff, and we always joke about it because my mom always, you know, she what's it called? Oh my gosh. She's plucking her eyebrows, right? Because she has very dark hairs. So she always says, like, if I don't do this, I have a monobrow. And my mom always was like the darker type. She also, whenever she went into the sun in summer, one day in sun and she would be browner than brown. She would have like a very nicely tanned skin. And I am the complete opposite. I am blonde. I have very light skin. And I burn up so easily during summer. And even if I stay outside for a week straight, I still have very light skin and barely any tans. And every time people see each other together, they're like, oh, hi, to my mom. And then, who's that? And she's like, yeah, that's my daughter. And they're like, nah, that's not your daughter, right? And I'm standing there with most of the time like blonde or orange hair, and I'm like, yeah, I am. That's my mom. Look into her eyes. We have the same blue eyes. Look at us. That's us. We're a thing. I had blue tips once. It looked pretty, but it washed out after one day and looked green, which I hate. Yeah, that's the issue. The pigment in red pigment is very tiny and it really latches onto your hair way better. And blue and green, the pigments are rougher, so to say, and that's why they don't latch onto you more easily. And green latches onto your hair more easily than blue, which is why it always looks green once you wash it out, and that's so stupid. I'm waiting for the day that someone actually invents a blue color that really sticks to your hair for a longer amount of time than just one day. Because then I'm probably going to do it. Then I'm probably going to go into the blues just to try it out. I tried blue once, but didn't bleach it first, so it became purplish black. Yeah, that's the issue if you don't bleach stuff first. Color theory, am I right? You need a blank canvas before, or else it turns out very weird. It's the same. Sometimes people try to color, you know. I had a friend that tried to make her hair. I think she wanted to... What was it? Which color did you want? I don't remember. I think she was like red, and then she wanted to be like full blue. And she did not bleach it, and in the end she had violet hair. I mean, it did look good actually, because it was like very evenly and not like splotchy and stuff. But, you know, color theory, it's just like, okay, red and blue makes purple. So yeah, I have curly hair now. Used to straighten it as a teen, but finally for the curls to come in properly as an adult. I love curls now, even though I ping pong between long and short. Same. I mean, not the ping pong between long and short, but I also straightened my hair when I was like in my teenager years, because I also grew up in an era where straight hair was in and curly hair was like so out. So I tried to be cool, and I didn't even know for the longest time that I actually had like pretty curls and waves. So that came to me as quite the shocker, and ever since I always try to style my hair my curly hair. But my routine is ever changing because at the moment, I usually let them air dry because it just makes my curls look more natural and prettier. But I have this neck issue, which I'm carrying around with me for months, and my doctor actually told me that air drying your hair when you have like muscle and neck issues is like super bad because the water that is evaporating cools down the muscle, and especially in the neck area, if you have like wet hair on there, it keeps that area inflamed, and it even makes it more stiff. So I have started actually air drying, blow drying my hair again, and it's so different. It's so much more dry, and right now I'm just trying to figure out how to get my hair nice and shiny again, even though I have to blow dry my hair. Why is my dog sleeping on the table and the jukebox? I want a picture of that in real life, please. I always wish I had straight, because the curls are so annoying at times. Yeah, same. Especially for so many haircuts that are happening, and they look so cool. You cannot do them most of the time if you have like curly hair, but straights can do everything. And I am so jealous of it every time I see like a very cool haircut and I already know, okay, this is not going to happen for my hair. My mom always had natural hair, lol, same. It hasn't almost white as a kid. Oh wow! That's crazy. And don't get brown, lol. That reminds me of the story of my friend where people thought her dad was her boyfriend. Oh my god, I have red pigment. My hair turns orange when I bleach, yeah. Oh yeah, I got the bronze red pigment, so everything that gets close to red becomes extreme. Oh yeah, same. Straight hair was the thing, and my mother also hates her waves, so I just grew up with it, yeah. The good thing is my mom actually was always someone who loved her curly, natural hair. But she has more curls than me. I'm more like a beach wave kind of structure. So I was never as curly as my mom, plus my hair... Yeah, I have more hair than my mom because I actually come more after my grandma, so... My mom was always struggling to explain to me how to actually prep my hair because it never matched my hair structure. So that was... that was an adventure. Oh yeah, same straight hair was the thing. Yeah, oh wait, I use a leave-in conditioner, then air dry them, which works for me. Yeah, I also have a leave-in conditioner and even, lock gel. But my leave-in conditioner is not a good fit if you blow dry them, so I have to find a leave-in conditioner that is actually better suited for hair drying. But yeah, I just have to experiment at the moment, which I am used to. If you have curly hair, you always have to experiment. Because if you're lucky enough, then the brand you're using just somehow stops producing the very product you have used for years, that has worked for years, and the new product just doesn't, and you have to search for another one. That is just the joy of having locks and waves. Of me doing that is Yu Doggo right now. Yeah, it's Yu Doggo. I only have one dog and that is you. Yu doing weird thing on stream again. That's just Blade's cat in dog farm. In dog form. His cat joins him on stream and messes with the keyboard. Nice. I want a cat too. I'm missing having any pets. It is so sad. I want to have a silly cat that also messes with me while I'm on stream. And then you guys hear me like complaining about it all the time. I'll send pics in Discord when I'm done with it. Yes! Hair pics. Leave-in conditioner works for me too. I know a brand that is really good. Got recommended from a hairstylist. Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, if you have any more recommendations as well, I'm open for it. I'm just trying a bunch of different leave-in conditioners. And I also use hair oil after drying it, but I think I need to put way more in it. But yeah, I figure it out as I go. Oh my god, I had that scare 2 weeks ago. No shop was selling my conditioner. It's back in stock now. That was scary. I honestly have this problem at the moment as well. I use oh, what's it called? L'Oreal Dream Length for my hair, and it had such a good conditioner. And they changed the package and even the ingredients for the conditioner. They basically made it worse. They just put out the very thing that was helping my hair feel like very soft and shiny. And now I have to probably find another one once I finally used it up, but it's just, ugh, why? I sent it to you. Maybe you can search for one from them for waves. Let me see. Oh my gosh, I know that brand. I think someone else also recommended that to me once. I definitely have to see. Also, I just love like stuff with keratin because my hair is just, it loves that stuff. Use less shampoo and more conditioner is what I got taught by a hairstylist, and use shampoo two times. Yeah, that's what I do. I sometimes only use it one time, the shampoo, if I, you know, if I feel like, okay, my hair is not as oily. Because I have a very dry hair structure ever since a couple of years ago, and I noticed that if I sometimes shampoo it twice, it gets very frizzy. So I have to just, you know, I just have to feel how it is. If I did like a lot of sports and sweat a lot, then I definitely have to use it twice. But if I have like 2 days in a row where there was not like a lot of sweating involved and it was a very sunny day or just normal day, I just wash it once. I also have another a hair mask I use every once in a while if I need a really big boost for my hair. So yeah. Also, welcome to TS Beauty stream. We are talking about hair products. I hope you're enjoying yourself. In the middle of a cozy gaming stream, all we talk is hair. So I have to drink something. My throat is super dry. And thanks to Lalahan. Oh no, wow, not the makeup ladies. As jeez, influencer hell. Yes. This stream is sponsored by this very made up shampoo brand. Please use it for your dog. I don't know. I'm a bad influencer. Oh my gosh, my voice broke. That was hi, hello. Rip my voice. Rest in peace is, oh gosh. It is really dying on me at the moment. Oh my god. Don't mind me. By the way, no Ocean Man today. No, he was here just I don't know, a couple of minutes ago. I think he came in here shortly before you joined. He's probably lurking and busy. Ocean Man, if you're here, Ari is asking for you. Maybe say a short hello if you're alive. And don't read chat. Was just wondering. He is somewhere, I'm pretty sure about that. If not, what a lazy mod, where are you? Get in here. He's your mod? Yes. He's one of my mods. Ever since, I don't know if you were you there? I think you were there. We had Muddy Soul as well, who has been here for like a long time, but his Twitch got blocked by Twitch itself. And ever since he's gone, Ocean Man has taken over the reign. Yeah, I heard. Yep. Sad, yeah. I mean, honestly, at this point, I think he maybe just left the stream on his own. Because if he really wanted to come back, he could just made another stream account, I guess. But I have not talked to him ever since he told me that Twitch banned his account, so... You know the German saying, Buen Willis ist auch ein Weg. So, I don't know. Basically, the saying says, if you want something, there's always a way to achieve it, basically. So, yeah. But I mean, I'm not mad if you left the stream, right? I mean, maybe he found someone else he enjoys more. He also came here because of art, which I'm not doing, so I can't even be like surprised that people left that were here at the beginning of my streams. So that is more than fair, actually. And that's my mindset, basically. Yeah, I live that. Yeah, that is something I have taught myself because of multiple reasons. Because it is a wonderful way to figure out if you have toxic friends or not, actually. Because if you have toxic friends, they would always, like, cancel on you. They would never meet with you. They would always have, like, some stupid kind of apology why they didn't show up or whatever. Oh, we can leave? No, Cookie. Not you. You are chained to my basement and you will stay here for all eternity. You have signed a contract with me. You have sold me your soul. Ever since you called me stinky, you were bound to me. Oh, I sold my iron. Oops. You chose to be a Nurgle's guard. You are never allowed to leave. So yeah, back to the thing. If you have toxic friends, you can really differentiate them to your real friends. Because real friends, even if they cancel on you, they will always come up with like a plan B, or you just notice if someone is really putting in the effort for you and your friendship, or if they're just, you know, are selfish and don't care. So yeah, that is like my friendship motto. It's also, I have this one friend that always writes me only if they need something, and with them I'm currently at this one stage where I'm still sitting here like, I don't know if I want to be friends with them. We had like a wonderful time back in the days. We had a lot of fun. We did so much stuff together, but it just doesn't feel like it was before, and the only time I hear from them is like, hey, I need this and that. Hey, do you have time for this and that? Hey, could you drive me there and this, that, and... They never do stuff that is actually like... You know, with them it's like a one-way train. And I'm still trying to figure out if I want to keep them in my life or not, basically. Well, I've also had friendships where the other person initiated like once a year. Yeah. If so, right? I mean, there are even people they never initiate anything, exactly what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah. That is sadly how it is more often than not. For example, one of my childhood friends, which we grew up together. We like almost lived in the same street. We're just like, those streets were parallel, and she was like one street away from me, and I could see her house from my house. And we did so much stuff together, but then puberty hit and she changed from high school, or from middle school to high school, I think. I always have to be careful how the schools are called in different countries. So basically, she switched school between the age of 14, 15, and then to 16 into a higher school. And this school changed her to the worst. At first, she was like a very timid girl. I think I told this story before, but I can retell it. She was a very timid girl and everything, and she was very shy. just as an example, it was summer and we had like 30 plus degrees and she was running around with a long sleeved shirt and long jeans and she was sweating so much, but she was just too scared to show any skin and just her arms, okay, that she can breathe a little bit easier. And that's just like the base level of shyness she had and stuff. And then she came into this new school, which was a little bit more tech focused, so a lot of boys were there. And she became from this very timid and shy girl, she suddenly turned into I don't have a nice word for this. She turned into a very different person, like the very opposite, but not in a positive way. It's not like she suddenly became outgoing and stuff. So yeah. So Abigail turned into Haley. I would, yeah, but I would say it's not Abigail. It's more like Penny turned into Haley. She was not a gamer and stuff, and she barely talked to anyone. So I would say it was more like Penny or Maru even. I see, yeah. And in a very weird way. I met her once because we still took the same bus, but after my parents were separated, I moved into the city where both of her schools were, so I was just waiting for them at the train station. And I saw her there, and I swear, I wasn't sure if I was in the wrong movie, because I could have sworn the person I was seeing there would belong into a certain adult nightclub. She stood there with a jacket that had like a fur collar, like a very huge fur collar. She had, it was winter. It was winter in Austria. We had like 50 centimeters snow and it was cold. It was below the freezing point. And she was wearing just hot pants, no tights underneath it, nothing. Just some sneakers. And she had a bright red lipstick on her lips. And I saw her there like, girl, you are freaking 15, 16. What are you doing? I was like 1 or 2 years older and I swear I was freezing that day. I was freezing. It was very, very cold. And she stood there like shaking and shivering and not caring at all about how she looked. Like, I mean, you do you, girl, right? But that was still not a good look, and apparently my best friend told me, my male best friend that was like 1 class above her, who I met through her, by the way. He told me basically that she also got sent home that day, I think, because her clothing were so inappropriate for school. And just for the context, to be sent home in Austria because your clothes are inappropriate, you have to do a lot worse stuff than in certain other countries. Our schools basically almost don't care what you're wearing. They absolutely don't freaking care. So yeah. And she was just like acting super, super weird, and maybe she had issues connecting, and this is how she thought she could get attention from guys. It worked. It worked very well. She gets still a lot of attention from guys, but she's also known to get attention from guys. Multiple guys. So that is... I really tried for a long time to stay friends with her. Because, you know, we had like... We were friends for 20 years, over 20 years, when I decided to end this friendship and not to reach out to her anymore. Because the very thing that was just too much for me, and where I said, dude, it's just too much. Wait. We had a 16-year-old girl get expelled for 2 weeks for showing up drunk. Okay, that is also extreme. That I have to say she never did. She was very, like, into boys during that time, but she never showed up drunk to school. Though whenever we just went somewhere like outside of school, she would always have like a bottle of sangria in her backpack. Like, no matter where we went. We would go swimming, she would have sangria. We would go into to the movie theater to watch a movie, she would have sangria. But she never showed up drunk at work and stuff. Just at home. And just during her free time. And at least she never drove drunk, so I guess that's a plus. But yeah. And this was the smart kid school. Okay, it still had crazy stuff happening. Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, but the story why I broke up with her was that sounds so wrong. When I ended my friendship with her was actually I had a new boyfriend at the time. And he was meeting all of my family and friends, and she was of course also one of my friends since she was a childhood friend of mine. Oh gosh. Sorry, stumbling over my own words. And she basically, the first time she met my new boyfriend, the very, very first time, she started talking about her adventures and what she's doing for fun with a lot of guys. Which was such a weird topic to pick for the day you met someone for the first time. And it actually felt like she was trying to flirt with him, which was so weird and so inappropriate, and we ended that meeting very early, and I was just so embarrassed and angry at her because honestly, if you're like introducing a friend to your new boyfriend, then you don't want them to act in such a way, right? So yeah, at the same day I just wrote her a message and told her, hey, what happened yesterday was not cool. We had issues like this a lot of times, and I'm really not happy with how this is going and how you're acting towards strangers and towards people that matter to me. If you still want this friendship, I expect you to change. If not, that's also fine, but then we're going to go separate ways, right? Because just because she wants to act a certain way doesn't mean that I have to accept it. You can pick your own friends, you can just choose them how you want. And you don't have to deal with things you're not feeling comfortable with, basically. We went on a school trip to Rome and stayed in a cloister, and one guy snuck out a window after curfew and bought alcohol. Oh my gosh, that is so daring. Holy moly. That sounds like the start of a very bad teenage adult movie. And not adult. Young adult. Teenage/young adult movie. On the way back with a bag full of booze, he came across our teacher who was playing Pokemon Go. That is kind of funny. He got into a lot of trouble. I bet he did. I mean, you cannot even hide the clinking of the booze in your backpack most of the time, so... let me just... Oh, more letters? We have a very good day for the mines today. Oh my gosh. Our teachers went into the biggest club in Europe with us on a final trip. Oh, yeah. Those are the teachers we need, dude. And one of them was smoking on the roof of a boat with some classmates. Oh my gosh. That is insane. That sounds like so much fun. Also, just noticed I have so much jade in here as well. Where are my stairs? There they are. Lucky lunch. Spicy eel. No. Where is my cheese? Where is my cheese? It's my cheese. Coffee. And, some algae soup. Why not? Because why not, right? I'm just gonna sort through everything. And I think we're good to go into the mines. Let's go! Also drink some coffee. Same at our school, the teachers smoked with the kids. Smoked at the kids. Same at our school. Jeez, I cannot read. The teachers that came with us were both a little over 30, I think. They were chill. Ah, I see. Young teachers are the best. Maru's theme. Yes, it was Maru's theme. That is so true. Also, the history teacher was the crush of all girls. Oh! We had a very young physics teacher. And he was like... Oh wait, that's too jazzy for me. There we go. And he was... I don't know, he was fresh out of school and stuff, and... he was flirting with me and I did not notice. It was a classmate of mine that told me that. And I was like super weirded out because I did not like the guy. And if you get flirted by a teacher, it's just very sus and weird. And... he later apparently tried to also flirt with my aunt on a school festival. Which I did not know for the longest time. My mom told me later when we got home. But just imagine your physics teacher tries to flirt with you and then later flirts with your aunt. That was just such a weird day. He was handsome, funny, and kind. Aww. A physics teacher quit his job and then started dating his student. Oh my gosh. Oh, crazy. People also found his Grindr account. At least he quit before, yeah. Who knows what they did before they were official. Honestly, that is... that is stuff out of fan fictions usually. It's and whatever stories. Who knows? Oh yeah, Tia's whole family must be pretty. Aww. I don't know. I don't know what to answer. That is very, very flattering. Thank you. So honestly, I don't know why. During the time where the physics teacher flirted with me, I was the emo kid of the class. So I don't know. I was like, why are you picking me? Because I'm a nerd? I don't know. Pressure nozzle. Place in a sprinkler to increase its watering range. Oh, I have seen that, but I never knew where you could get that. Oh, interesting. Oh. I bet. There was a history teacher at our school who definitely gave better grades to the girls with their low-cut tops and made it very clear. Sleazeback. Oh, oh my gosh, that is the worst. We had also one of those teachers who did that, but I have to say I did not have him in my class. It was like the parallel class, and it was a music teacher who also, I think he was an auto-patter now that I don't need any. How dare you. And apparently there was even like a huge scandal one day while I was at school with one of the students. Though I'm not sure, since it was the parallel class, I had absolute no connections with them because we had like, how many classes were we in one grade? 7, I think, with, you know, various different, oh my gosh, that are so many serpents, with different kind of focuses. We had like 2 classes that were science focused, one that was language focused, one that was just a general general focus, so overall a little bit of everything. And we had one sport-focused class. And those were like the language guys, and we never really talked to them. Also, let me eat some food. Two German teachers had beef with each other, and I'm 90% sure mine inflated our grades to make her seem like the better teacher. Oh my gosh, my oral exam went awful. I cannot speak German for the life of me. 8.5 out of 10. Ja, Deutsch ist nicht unbedingt die einfachste Sprache, vor allem wenn du sie nicht von Anfang an sprichst. I would say. I mean, I'm speaking like German and Austrian, which are two different kind of dialects, I would say. So ja, I feel you. Ich meine, ich kann auch vorhin Dialekt reden, das ist überhaupt kein Problem, aber... It's so funny to see my closed captures trying to keep up with what the hell I'm saying. I think it just translated it to something with like, Bob tried to go to the bus or something. Also, let me drink something, my throat is super dry. I had great grades in German until grade 10, and then my grades dropped like a rock. Different teachers who didn't like my writing style. Oh, wow. I had the same with like one of my English teachers back in the days, actually. Because the English teacher I had first was very laid back, and I think he didn't even care if he actually taught us English or not, because he was just like, yeah, he was helping us out during like our tests, and even he had like a rule that everybody in class is allowed to ask a vocabulary once per test. And he would write this on the blackboard. So if we would all just, you know, focus and pay attention to those quests, we could like... we were able to solve certain questions together. Which was kind of funny. I've had this in uni too. One guy says my writing sucks, and the next course my writing is nearly flawless. Yeah, writing styles and everything is just such a stupid thing because it's all just personal opinion. I also had that in uni. I gave my my work, what I did, I don't know how it was called. It was like I had to research like certain things and then write like a little essay about it. And one guy said, yeah, it's perfect as it is. And then when it got graded, someone else graded it officially. And he was like, yeah, all this stuff you did sucks. Here's your grade. And I'm like, what? I have handed this in multiple times for grading and, you know, reworking and stuff. And my teacher said, yeah, there's nothing else I can change. And then the other teacher is just like, screw you. Understanding and reading, I can do just fine. Generally, my grades improve in the last 2 years, but not in German. Who needs German? Nobody. Lol, the funny thing for me with dialect is I only know people that talk like that are joking, so I can't take it seriously. Okay, see. I used to play Final Fantasy XIV with a friend from Austria, so I'm even used to the dialect. Really? Wir Österreicher sind überall. Ihr könnt uns nicht entkommen. Das war irgendwie eine komische Mischung. Egal. Well, never mind. I'm sorry, I always must laugh if I hear it. That is totally fine. That is totally fine. I know it sounds super funny. But sprechen einfach eine Katastrophe. Aw. So sorry, Georgie. With dialect, I mean, geht doch. I also have an Austrian online friend. He's even from the border region with Slovakia. Isn't it the consensus that people from that region speak funny? Kinda. Oh, that's emote. I thought you were saying cute, cute, cute. I know Oida. Yes, the term Oida is actually something... If you know this word, you can go around Austria and you will be able to live here without any problems. It's like, you can use it for everything. Also, I'm Swabian. I'm not sure if any right to trash talk other challenges. Oh my god, ein Schwab. mean, the thing is, I think dialects are so funny in general because there is like people that live in Tirol, which is like one of the states in Austria. They almost sound like Swiss people, and also in Vorarlberg is also a state here. They have their own dialect, and for the love of God, I am Austrian and I cannot understand them at all. That is just, if you listen to them, they talk their own little language. They talk more Swiss than German. No, yeah, it's an emote. OMG, my boyfriend used it all the time. I hate it. Cause it sounds like oit. It basically means Alter, just in Austrian. Oida. No, I can't. You, what did you do to me? I never considered that. Now I cannot unhear it. You broke my Austrian brain. Why? This is something everyone uses. Now I have to think about other things. Oh my gosh. Makes me think of cow boobs. Oh no, yeah, thank you. That is, I cannot unhear that anymore. Also, just a reminder, we have ads coming up in 5 minutes, so I'm going to do the halftime break once our ads hits, so you don't miss anything in the Skull Cavern on my end. So don't you worry, I'm just gonna grab something to drink and yeah. Awesome Süden, yeah. In Dutch we have Ove. But it's really informal, only teenage boys uses. Okay, we have Ove, which means oh no, basically, oh nine, or yeah. If something happened that you didn't mean to happen. I've never seen someone refer to others as cow boobs before. Okay, good, but I can't unhear it, so I can't. I'm sorry, it's okay. LOL, I'm sorry, I don't know the English term. For what that refers to cow, well, I don't know the words. Well, others is very close to oiter. Oiter. Oiter, oiter. Oh my gosh, this is, I like the topic of the stream. It's funny. I am having too much fun with it, actually. Oh man. We're learning new vocab. Yep, we do. Oh boy. That is just too funny. How many serpents do you want? Yes. I'm also going to eat something real quick. There you go. How dare you get autumn on it. Come in here, perfect teachers. Our talk today, from hair products to cow books over perfect teachers. It's been a journey. But hey, this time we're not talking about feet pics. Wait. Doesn't it mean electric lover? Electric eccentric music lover should come by, stop by? My words are proper. You want to go back to discussing min-maxing Stardew? Yes, so how was it with the casks? The casks and cacks and words that I definitely don't mistake for one another. Oh boy. I don't know if this topic is an upgrade. Oh boy. Oh yeah, I cannot block the flames, like I just have to look at the timer for the ad. Prismatic shard! Yes! We need one more. Then we could even finish Key's other quest. No thank you. I don't need Pepper Rex anymore, so I am out of here, I am out of there. Goodbye. Put this down. For a moment I was confused if this is a monster area or not. So many slimes. Also, the anti-slime ring sometimes feels like cheating. It looks so wrong that I don't get like a single damage out of this chaos. Nipple ring is so nice. It is. It's such a great helper. And it sometimes really helps you out of a pinch you're in, because if there are like so many serpents and you just want to, I don't know, leave and stuff, then suddenly there's a ladder or a hole popping up that's just so nice. I'm curious about my ring setup again. Time to boot up the game again. Yeah, I have the iridium ring or the iridium band combined with the slime ring. And the napalm ring combined with the lucky ring. And ever since I was doing the no eat challenge, I also have a ring that is, you know, combined with the vampire ring, and I almost died there and I did not. Whoa! Why are there so many? Oh my gosh. Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. No, 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 no. Good thing I eat. Good thing I ate a cheese right before I went down there. Oh my god. By the way, I hosted a Do This in Your Style challenge on Insta. Yeah, I saw with your Luna character. She's so freaking pretty. I adore her. I usually do Iridium Lucky and Vampire Burglar, but I'm really eyeing that napalm ring right now. Yeah, I was also thinking about the burglar, but I don't know. I have never tried it, so another auto patter. Guys, I have done this run a couple of times before and I never seen an auto patter, and then chat told me that auto patters are an actual thing. And now I'm doing this run again and I get 2 of them in the same run. That is a troll. Yeah. So, since we're having an ad break, I am going to quickly do a break myself as well. I'll be right back, guys. And we are back from break. Let's go. So, Desire Sins strikes again. For those auto patters, yes. 100% yes. This iridium bats drop so much iridium with the burglar ring. Oh, I see. I also tried burglar plus Java ring. What does the Java ring do? But found that the coffee doesn't sell for that much. Oh, okay, that much, and it takes up inventory space. Yay, Pokemon Black and White music. Yeah, I have a lot of different musics in there. Hello, Ella, I thought right now, why is my Lofi mix talking to me? Like, I forgot I'm in stream. Sorry. Also, I do have to figure out a way to actually see when the ad break is coming up without having to bother you guys in chat. Because I think the announcement bot that we are in an ad break is okay, because that even shows up for people that are subscribed, so they know, okay, we're taking a break because, you know, ads are running. But I have so much trouble to actually see when an ad break is coming up because the timer is super tiny and I would need to always actively look over there. So I have to get a plugin for myself that I can put up onto my main screen, or something else that it's just popping up and telling me, hey, there is going to be an ad break in 30 seconds. Because I do want to say goodbye to you, like saying, oh hey, yeah, ads are coming up, so I'm going to, you know, get something to drink and stretch my legs or whatever. And it's just, I only see it either if I'm lucky enough to catch it in time while I'm looking over to a second screen, or if I look into the chat. And that is just so annoying. So, let's get further down. But I also want to check out more of other people's streams, because I really want to see how other people's are also handling their ads. Because, I mean, if I could, I would just go, you know, no ads at all, but it does give you, like, a little bit of money, and if you want to do this, like, on a professional level someday, you want to get at least a little bit of money, and 3 minutes is the minimum you have to have, so you get, I think, 55% instead of only 30. And that's the only reason why I even have that bare minimum active, or else I would have just, you know, do less. But I'm still not happy with how my setup is currently. Because 3 minutes actually feel like a long time. And I'm so not sure if I want to keep that or if I'm going to return to just 1.5 minutes every 30 minutes. It's just, it's a learning experience. Because, I mean, both of them are going to be disruptive at the end of the day, so... So we are almost at level 100. I did not notice that we were already this far down in the mines. And I hope I have enough money to buy myself the horse flute, so that I don't have to search for our little silly horses all the time. I'm also wondering, does it work on Ginger Island and in the desert? I mean, in the desert it's kind of unnecessary. What is going on? It's kind of unnecessary. Yes, it does! Oh my gosh, that is so cool! I really have to get that horse flute. Oh, okay, you always fall onto level, yeah, okay. Makes sense, but at the same time, wow. Yeah, what am I gonna... It's quitting. Okay, I'm going to try to break open more iridium nodes because I need one more prismatic I didn't see that coming. Only one pricey at level 100 feels kinda unlucky. Prizzy? Only one Prizzy? You're welcome. That is, we have managed to finish this quest as well, so I just have to put the prismatic shards into Quee's box. Awesome. Sorry, blade terminology. Can you get multiple treasure troves on level 100? Because I've done this multiple times and I've never seen more than one. And you can use blade terminology here. I'm willing to learn. Wait, is this like... This feels like one of those levels where there would be a ladder at the end. Haha, look at me being smart. I think you can get more than one chest at a time. Oh, wow. Okay, I had no idea. Spicy eel. I mean, why not? Always a good thing to have. Geiger is how he got 250 prismatic shards without XP. Oh my gosh. Got most of them from treasure floors. What? I have never seen a single prismatic shard in the treasure floors. Huh. That is another one. Okay. That was dumb. He manipulates his luck and only goes during the desert festival. Relaxing to chill in your stream, as always. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the compliment, you're so sweet. Emily also sells prismatic shards for Calico X. Oh. Okay, I had no idea. Learning all the cool stuff. Love the company while working. Aw, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm also so happy that you always stop by and say hello if you have time. Like we hanging out here, but for real, gotta do that in real life one day. Yeah, totally. Oh gosh. Getting distracted. I bet nobody noticed. Leave me alone. You know what? Screw you guys. I'm gonna move forward. I'm gonna run. It's cool until you realize he spent like 600 hours on his run. Oh my gosh. Another prismatic shard? Okay, that is insane. 8 levels. Nice. Oh. And I'm going to eat something real quick. I think we're going to get a new record this time. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, no, 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 no. But is Blade going to... I don't know, is this like an official speedrunning category Blade is doing, or... Because that's what I'm wondering. I know, like, with all the other, speedrunners I'm following, or people that do challenges like that, they do always, like, an any percent route or whatever, like, Super Mario Odyssey has, like, min captures, max captures, And they even have like silly challenges and whatnot. Oh, I did not eat anything for quite a while. I just noticed. But I'm not gonna use the lucky thing again. Next time maybe I'm going to take just a normal eel thing with me so I can eat this once lucky lunch runs out. Some Lavender Town music. And we are at the level where we stopped in our furthest playthrough, I think. Through the Skull Caverns. And we beat our last record. Yay! That dodge of the flames, it was like a very pretty diamond shape. And that hit me. Oh. Interesting. Another prismatic shard, okay. If I ever get this one quest again where I have to collect prismatic shards for Kui, then I can just, I don't know, I just wait until the last week or something like that. And if I did not get this quest, I'm just gonna go into the dangerous Skull Cavern mines and try to farm it here, because you get them like very, very frequent. I just, oh, don't die. I don't know why I got stuck there. And another one! Awesome. Let me just, thank you. So many ghosts. Sorry, I'm busy. I have somewhere to be. Let me go through there. My food of choice on my last save file was salmon berries. Apparently, I had 101 on my hot by winter. Really, salmon berries? I don't know. They don't give that much, I think. Don't you need to eat like a lot of them to get like your energy back up? But it's so funny to look at older save files sometimes, because if you have like done a lot of other things and maybe even looked at, I don't know, other people's ways of doing things, sometimes you're sitting there like, what the hell did I think? What the hell did I think when I did this and that? Also, we're almost at a 200. Just saying. Yeah, but they are super plentiful, that is true, yeah. And sell like crab. 33 gold with the bear upgrade. Yeah, it is not a lot. Yeah, I'm just gonna... No, I'm gonna bump this up. And then I'm gonna head home. But today was a very good run. That was my best Skull Cave run so far. I've never gotten this deep into the Skull Cavern before. Can I sell auto patterns and get money for them? Asking for a friend because I don't need them. We only have 4 diamonds out of that run. Okay, kind of funny. So we have our 4 prismatic shards for tomorrow. I'm gonna sell this immediately. A little bit more money from Lewis, because why not? I just have to keep an eye on my little bar up there. Because I know me, if I don't pay attention to that, I am so going to fall over. Also, I'm gonna take the the jades in there because that's where I would be looking for them. Because that is basically my chaos chest where I have everything that I need for quests and stuff. Okay, we have kind of sorted through everything, so we are almost ready to head to bed. Okay. I also need to check on my pumpkins when we are going to Keys today. Because maybe, just maybe, we are going to be able to actually craft the jack-o'-lantern thing. Another lucky day, won't complain. So let me, I'm just gonna go to Keys immediately. With my prismatic shards, of course. Also, I just saw that there is a broken down pathway. I was already wondering where this was. Because after all, I saw during the last thunderstorm that I did lose a path somewhere, but I didn't know where. And hello there, pumpkins! Yay! That means I can finally finish that one crafting recipe, and then I am going to wait for winter for the last crafting recipe. Hey there! Yay! We did it! We have so many gems. Horse flute! Also, what does this do? Pierre's missing stock list, because I have no idea what this does. With fertilizer, pressure nozzles. I guess the key to the town would also be nice. Pierre will sell all seeds in each season. Otherwise, he only sells the ones that can currently be grown. Yeah, I know that. Okay, that would have been cool to have. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna get the key of town because I just want to have it, so this is finally cool. Because that was bothering me that we were missing just one little key thing there. But we are looking good. I mean, we're still, technically, I'm missing a couple of those as well, but that is not necessary for perfection, so I'm not gonna do that. Because I am not going to play through the Prairie King. No, I refuse. I so reviews. Otherwise he will, yeah, by the time you can get that, it's kind of pointless, yeah. I mean, it is nice, I guess, for Ginger Island, right? Because, I mean, Ginger Island can grow everything. But unless... I don't know. There is really no need for it. Also, let me just... I want to use my Epona flute. Sorry. I'm just a very, very happy little farmer at the moment. If you want to get the polyculture achievement, it's great. Yeah. But polyculture, it would be great. That is very true. Oh, what's up? Sorry about that. I mean, I don't know who was it? Who told me about the bookseller sells a book after a certain period of time that lets you learn all the cooking recipes from the TV show as well. Which I did not know was a thing too, but it's also... I don't know, I more often than not check the TV for everything, right? Because, you know, I want to know the weather. Especially at the beginning of the game, I always check it. But it is unnecessary, yes, but for those people who are very chill and don't rush things and maybe want to do this like very late into the game, for them it's like a plus, right? But yeah. I mean, the golden clock is also such an unnecessary item for what it does. At least in my opinion. And you still need it for the full perfection run, which is kind of insane. Queen of Sauce cookbook is only after getting 100 walnuts. Oh, okay. Saves you having to wait for reruns, yeah. But that is better than the Pierre's missing stock list, because I mean, for Pierre's missing stock list, yes, technically you have to wait a year if you're unlucky for the season that you need, but there comes the big but. For the Queen of Sauce reruns, the whole circle for the Queen of Sauce takes 2 years. So if you maybe missed something that you needed, you would need to wait 2 freaking years for it. If you didn't check TV Daily before, yeah. Yeah, exactly. I think the first time where I tried to get all achievements, I was missing one of the Queen of Sauce recipes. And I kid you not, it was one that was like happening a couple of weeks before the day I was checking if I had everything for that achievement. And I was so mad. Honestly, I did everything else before I tried to get this recipe again. And then I just skipped the days. I think I skipped like 2 whole in-game years almost because of that, and it's just so annoying. If reruns always give you one you don't have yet, really? Was it always the case? Because when I did it, I was watching a guide as well, and that guide said, yeah, if you missed one, you have to wait for like a whole year or 2 years until you get it again. On Wednesday it's a rerun. Yeah, I know, but I did not know that it would give you one that you're actually missing. Huh. That guide looks to be incorrect. Yeah, the wiki doesn't say anything about the reruns being added later. No, the reruns were always there. I mean, I also watched the reruns, but it did not give me, the recipe I was missing. It often just said, oh, you learned this recipe, but you already have it, you know, the typical one. I mean, I did one of the runs I did was also, maybe it was a bug, because I had for the longest of times I had this one bug as well where I would not get like how are they called, those fogs where all the bats come. I did not get that for like a long time, like for a couple of save files even. And then one day, Constant Ape added another update to the mix, and suddenly I got the fox, which I never had happen before anymore. So it could also be that it was buggy for me, that the reruns did not give me a recipe I was missing. But then again, the guide would still be wrong, because I did have to skip so many days to get it. But again, it's been like 5 years, I think, or something like that when I tried to get that achievement. And we have all the truffles. Check. Alright, I am gonna check on my crafting recipe in a moment. Let me just do my thing again here. Thank you very much. And that is about it. I don't think... Oh, we do have resin. And then we're gonna check our diamonds again. Let's go. So sell, 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 sell. Sell, sell, sell. Why do I have my... There they are. And another recipe is done. Woo! Now we only need the one winter seed thing. Oh my god. Oh, I don't have enough of that. Ooh. Go. Yeah, I think it's going to be a waiting game actually. When I look at my money bar. We definitely need to wait for... Where is it? Where are my stones? For the money... But that's okay. I figured as much, honestly. But at the same time, I'm so excited because that means we are going to either finish today or tomorrow. Because I don't think we're going to take longer than that. At least not if we made 2 million yesterday. So technically, if we make the same amount, then we should be done tomorrow. Oh, this is so exciting, so exciting, so exciting. I'm also going to prepare for more crystallariums. That is not where I wanted to go. Let's go! Let's go, let's go. Where are my paths? I don't have any left. Don't have any left. Oh. Surprising, but no problemo. We are just gonna go into gray again and craft more pathways. We have to this free. I'm not sure if I can place one there. Doesn't look like it, so okay, it doesn't really matter. And the query is already expanded and ready for more crystallariums. Which is amazing. Oh. And there we go. Almost cleared everything up. And off we go again. Where is it? Stop in town. Thank you. I doubt that no. I don't know how long Iridium takes to actually get ready. But it is definitely not ready yet. Anyways, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna farm more resources again. Like always. And mines. And down we go. I probably need stone again for more crystallariums. Because we do have gold, plenty of it even. And also the reason why I use pickaxes is just to save up on bombs a bit more. Because bombs are nice and all, but they still cost money to make. And I don't know the math if it's like better to use bombs still and you get, I don't know, enough money out of it anyways. So, yeah. But the farming at the end for money is just... It's very repetitive and not very, like... exciting, I would say. Because it's just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat anyways. But it has to be done. There's nothing I can do about that. But hey, we at least are going to do another run when 1.7 hits, that's for sure. Why am I running through this? I want to grind for stone. It's just like my brain is just seeing this area and it's like, okay, we are going to run through this because we don't need anything. Also, do they also give stone? No. Oh gosh, my voice is dying. Give me 1 second, I'm just gonna take one of those... I don't know how to call it in English, pastels. The ones that are for a sore throat. That you just keep in your mouth so it calms down your throat. Because it's very scratchy at the moment. And there we go. Hopefully this is going to help survive. Anyway, I just really hope that tomorrow my sore throat is going to be finally gone. Because I have it since Friday, and usually I only have it for at least, you know, for a week or something like that. But most of the time it's just shorter. But it's just one of those seasons, right? End of August, beginning of September is where most people get sick because they, I don't know, they either put on the wrong clothes so they get cold, or you start to sweat a lot, right? But under your jacket and stuff. But without a jacket it's too cold. And it's just this nightmarish circle of no matter what you're doing, you're going to get sick. Because either it's too hot and you sweat and because of the sweat you get sick, or it's too cold and because you don't have enough layers on you get sick. It's either of those two. Okay, time is almost up. Then we go back. And go to sleep. And then soon, very soon, we are going to hit winter. And let's hope our forage luck is going to be amazing, because then we can finally finish all the recipes. And once those are done, we're only missing the golden clock anymore. The last 10%, I think. Bus stop and back we go. On one hand, I'm so extremely excited that we're going to be done soon. On the other hand, I'm like, oh, this is so boring. But hey, that is just normal, right? That's why I'm here. I have to entertain people, but nobody's going to entertain me. I have to entertain myself with some things. Okay, more gold. That's great. And let me just do some additional crafting. There we go. Okay, for some reason my brain thought the iridium we harvested was actually the amount of gold we had. But that of course was not the case. Obviously. So, Sebastian, hello. You're in the way. Let me go to bed. You. Go and lay down on your weird computer table. Not in the middle of my floor. Okay, what else do we have? Yeah, sure, why not? Some additional friendship points, which we really don't need. Nope, they are still not done as well. Oh. I completely forgot that I still have stuff in there too. Also, I am going to take this with me as well, because I already see that the gold is ready to harvest, so we can make even more stuff. Where is it? There it is. And copper. Hell yeah, 7 crystallariums, and we are missing stone again. That's exactly the reason why I am always harvesting stone and stuff. Because no matter how hard I try, it's not enough. It is never enough stone. No matter if I do a whole run in the Skull Caverns, it is still not enough stone. It is never enough stone. But we're at it. We're almost there. Two more duck eggs. And one more. Okay. And off we go again. Papa's already ready. Already ready. And one legendary fish roe. It would be so cool if you could like turn it around so you could just run through there and get all of the stuff. But that is not how it's working. Sadly. Anyways. My slime hutch is also slowly producing the stuff. And you guys are still doing the same as always. I don't think that I need any of the copper. And more grapes. I think that's probably the last grape harvest we're having. Yeah, for sure. Because it's already fall the 27th, so we have only one more day left. And then winter is coming. So I'm just gonna go down here and give the chewy grass, oh no, a little bit more space to grow. That's not what I meant to do. Killed it instead of giving it more space. Good job. I am a pro. More wool. And more cheese. Oh! Completely forgot to harvest that. So... my voice is really slowly dying. And off we go. More raisins! Hey. Alright. That is also all done. Awesome. Give me that. I'm stuck. Where is it? I don't have enough coal. Where's coal? Coal? Oh, I still have it in my... I thought I would have put it back into the chest, but I did not. There we go. Now I did. Okay, sell. And there we go. Also, during our next break, I'm just gonna process all the geodes because we don't need any artifacts and stuff, and processing geodes is not exactly an exciting thing to do. That's also probably going to be our last break for the day. Right. That is not where I wanted to put it. I wanted to put it behind me. Thank you very much. Okay, we have more crystallariums ready. Just need the diamonds to fuel them. And off we go into the mines to grind for more stuff. Very quick and efficient. Why did I go down? I don't know. That is really just such a bad habit for me. I always go down the ladders the moment I see them. I almost clicked on it again. Come on. So, there we go. Oh, that's a crab. Why not? So, I wanted to click on the ladder again. Holy moly. I also think during our next playthrough we're doing, I probably am going to marry Abigail. Or we could do a poll, actually, at the beginning. The only thing I am not sure is if I can do a poll with so many names on stream. Or if there is like, you know, a limit to how many options you can put into a poll. But I will see. I will see. We'll figure it out in time. I'm also probably going to put up a poll for Fields of Mystria so we can test it out there. Who we're going to romance. But I do have a favorite, which I would love to see if you can romance that character. I mean, I think so far marriage is not in the game yet, or is it? I don't know. They are constantly working on new updates and stuff, so we'll see. Oh no. There we go. Also, I'm not dodging those things on purpose because we have so much HP and it's just not worth the hassle. And tanking it is just way, way, way easier. Also, there is another game I really want to play once it releases, and it's called, I think, Witchbrook. Let me just see if I'm remembering that right. Yeah, Witchbrook. It's like a cozy game as well, like a pixel game, and you are a witch that is attending school, I think. This game has been in development for ages as well. And the first time they announced it, I think, I don't know, 5 years ago, over 5 years ago, I was so hyped, and you never heard anything about it anymore after it got, like, announced. It just vanished. And then suddenly, I think, last year or a couple of months ago, I don't know, it's been a while. Suddenly, there was this announcement that it was like, you can wishlist it now on Steam, and I was like, oh, this game still exists! Oh my gosh, how cool! And I'm really, really looking forward to it, because I just love, like, witchy and magical stuff, and it's also, like, in this farming sim niche. And this could be, like, such a cool game. It looks so adorable in the trailers and stuff, and I really, really want to look into it once it gets released. So yeah. Also today I'm just seeing that my bitrate is not as good as it usually is, but I don't know why. Probably because we have a lot of people currently at home. We're all using our internet at the same time, but I think it's stable enough at least. That reminds me, today, when I started working and stuff, I also booted up Twitch again. And it was completely unstable for some reason. I was chatting, I think it was in Bach's stream. I was saying hello and such, and I wanted to write back after he greeted me. And it was just... I don't know. Twitch told me, yeah, your message couldn't be sent. And I'm like, why couldn't my message be sent? Huh? I just said hello. How can I not send a message like 5 minutes later? And I was like, okay. Then I tried to reload Twitch and it just wasn't happening. It just did not reload for me for whatever reason. And then I tried to do the same with YouTube, and there it was fine. So maybe it was a Twitch thing. I kept having the same thing. Message failed to send. How odd. Then try again, you worthless program. Yeah. At least, like, a lot of programs, you know, save it and send it at a later date, but it's just, I don't know. Twitch chat? Nah. Do it yourself. Copy, paste it and try again. Why should it work for you, right? Yeah, it was probably a Twitch thing. Because, like I said, when I loaded up YouTube just to check if my internet was down, because I have, like, LAN, so I have a cable and not like wireless. And usually usually it doesn't really show me if my internet is working or not, because it just says, yeah, you're connected, congratulations, in my Windows bar. And I have to manually go in and see if it works or not, or I just check on my phone. Because my phone, if the wireless internet version doesn't work, then my phone is the first thing to scream at me that the internet is down. So, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it's like very weird. The funny thing is also I wanted to try to go to my own channel and it was like, yeah, this content does not exist. Please try again later. Or what does it say? I use a time machine to access this content, I think. That's what Twitch is saying. And I was sitting here like, wait a second, what? Did I just get banned just because it said... Hello? 1 second, please. We're going to do an earlier break because I have to go away for a moment, so I'm just gonna start the ad break right now and I'll be back in just 5 more minutes, but this should also be the last break for today, so I'll be back in just a few. Okay, I am back. I am sorry for this interruption, but that was kind of random. I think I've already talked about my living situation here, and we're basically living on the top floor. Like about no ads on my end, huh? Really? What? How odd. Okay. I mean, why not? I did have like 3 minutes of ads. Well, I guess you're lucky, Jordy. I guess you're lucky. Anyways, the thing is, I was like sitting here, and the living situation around here is as follows. We are living in the top floor of like my fiance's parents' house, which is a big flat on its own basically. And usually his parents, they never bother us. Never. It's like, if we wanted to, we could stay in our part of the house and we would not see each other for weeks. Unless we, you know, go out and come back home and we happen to meet each other in the staircase thing. But I was sitting here and suddenly I hear like his father being super loud and yelling or shouting or calling someone or him. And because of my headphones, I don't understand what is going on. And I just heard a very loud male voice suddenly coming from over our entrance door, and I was like, what is going on? So I had to check because that scared the shit out of me, honestly. Because they also know that I'm working up here usually, and my fiance as well, if he has home office, so they never bother us during the day. But today, his kid is visiting us with a friend of hers, and apparently her mom was here to pick her up, and that's why he just darted up and he screamed into the room. It's just, well, it confused the both of us basically, because the layout of our house or of the room is very open. So if he just comes in through an entrance door and yells like that, it's like insanely loud. As if he's standing right next to me. I don't think you guys heard him because I have set up my filters in a way that even if my fiance is sitting right next to me and playing some Hunt Showdown or whatever, that you don't even hear him if he's like talking too much. Or at least that's my idea of my filters, so yeah, but it was my personal little jump scare, I have to admit. But hey, that's the good thing of having those silly ads as well, because I can just run them whenever I want and then you don't miss out on stuff. So... yeah, no, we didn't hear anything. Awesome. Whew. I mean, I don't want you guys to hear this stuff partially because it's just disruptive for you guys. Plus, I want to make sure that everyone else in my house has their own privacy, right? So I also don't want you to hear everything that's going on in my background, just in case. I just noticed the typo in the title. What title? Wait, I have a typo in my title? I am not... What typo, Jordy? I don't know what you're talking about. I have no typos in my title. I never have typos in my title. I would never secretly change them and pretend to never have typos in my title. Oh my gosh, I had a typo in my title all the time and I did not see that. I don't know what you're talking about, Jordy. There's few. I have the right view there. It's a very beautiful view. But I should have changed it technically. Oh my gosh, that is so dumb. Oh my gosh. How embarrassing. But you are the first person that actually noticed that typo. Which is kind of crazy, actually. Oh, that is so silly. Only took 3 hours. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I should not write my titles when I'm sick. That is not a good sign. But thank you so much for telling me. Thank you, thank you. I did double check it, but I still did not see it. But I do have to admit, sometimes view and few is something I type it in my phone when I'm doing whatever I'm doing. And that is one of the things I often mistype, but usually I autocorrect myself. But this time I definitely did not see that. I completely overlooked it. Thank you, thank you. Oops, did I not put out the iridium bar? Oh, I did accidentally pick the copper one. Oops. That happens. Here we go. Other way around. Ugh. And we ran out of stone again. That is so insane. Maybe that also explains why we have fewer views today. Everyone just sees the typo in the title and it's like, oh yeah, what a dumbass. Can't even type. Maybe it was rage bait. Maybe I tried to get in all those grammar people, but it didn't work. Maybe Stardew Valley is the wrong category for stuff like that. I bet if you were like in some other category where people get easily upset about stuff, they would rush into my stream telling me, "Hey noob, you have a grammar mistake. Change it." But I have to admit, when you said that I had a typo in my title, the first thing I checked was actually recipes. Because recipes is a word I cannot... I just can't get it right once. It's like recipes and receipt. Those two I always mix up and they are the bane of my existence. So when I saw that it's actually not recipes, I went like, hold on, where else do I have a typo? I read through my title, I think 2 times after you said that, and I was like, I don't see it. I looked at every word individually, and that was my problem in that moment. And then I read the sentence again, I'm like, getting those last few oh, oops. English sucks, nothing is phonetically consistent. Yeah. Do you not have autocorrect? I do have autocorrect, Cookie, but autocorrect is not going to correct a word that is technically technically correct. And the autocorrect in OBS does not recognize mistakes or grammar mistakes when it comes to the whole sentence. It just corrects individual words, so it just didn't. It just figured, okay, the word is typed correctly, so it has to be fine. And I have to be honest, I usually don't run an autocorrect over my title, because usually my sentences are very much correct. In a normal sense, but mixing up few and few is something that honestly, I don't even think this... some autocorrects would have not picked up on that as well, I fear. Because maybe it really thought I meant few recipes. Like, oh, this is a beautiful few, I want to craft recipes, like... Maybe. Oh, it's OBS autocorrect, yeah. I have to put the auto... if I have... I mean, that's at least how I do it. If I change my title, I do it in OBS directly. And not like on Twitch or anything, because there I can just, you know, check everything. I don't have to go through multiple things. Also, why did you not harvest the last cranberry over there? Oh. I was just wondering why it didn't sell, but I was tapped out, actually. Oh, no. Sorry about that. Now the only thing is I was planning to break open the geodes while I'm on break, but since I had to use my break for something else, I'm just gonna do that right away. And tomorrow we have finally the start of winter, and we have 1 hour left today to finish the crafting recipes, and if we don't get it to... Ooh, ooh. But first, geodes. But if we don't get everything today, we are 100% going to finish Stardew tomorrow. And then we finally can start Fields of Mystria. This is going to take a while. So hey chat, how's it going? We have some time, I don't have to look at my screen at all, or at least for the most part I don't have to. I just have to remind myself that I actually have to change my YouTube title as well. Because I have noticed when I change the title after I started the stream, usually my VOD does not have any of the changes I made during the stream. Which is kind of silly, because sometimes if I finish a certain task, I would love to just change my title real quick. Like, you know, oh, today we're going to build a barn, and let's get our first cows, yay. And then we've done that, and I would love to switch to, hey, we are going to upgrade the barn and get us a couple of sheep. But then in the VOD, it's just not that. It's just the same as in the beginning, so I don't know. There's a VOD channel? Yes, I have a VOD channel. On YouTube. It's just to archive the stuff, and I figured, hey, if I'm doing VODs, why not, right? It doesn't hurt anyone, and... yeah. I mean, I honestly don't really advertise the VOD channel on YouTube, because it's not like my main thing, but it exists. And I'm just continuously uploading stuff. I mean, I'm behind on a bunch of VODs because of my vacation I had and stuff. And I try to upload daily, but sometimes I forget because it's so stressful and I don't have any time. But yeah, where it should be linked in my socials. Yeah, if you go down in my About Me section, there is X, TikTok, Blue Sky, Insta, and VOD. Where? Oh. What? Why did it autocorrect like that? Well, what do you mean? I'm confused. My link tree is broken? Why is my link tree broken again? And where is my link tree broken, is the question. I click through Insta, it doesn't work. Let me see. Oh yeah, wait, I know why. Let me... edit profile, thank you very much. Why is that a thing? Why? Seriously. Can someone explain me why Meta thought it would be a good idea that you can only edit your profile on your mobile version and not on your computer? That is so silly. Try again. It should update because, I used to have a handle for my, for Twitch and everything that used to be, Celestia_Faith. But I actually changed that, so, apparently I did not update my link tree on Insta. Where is the VODs channel? Wait, let me, no, that's not what I wanted. It's also in the description, but here is my VOD channel for those who are interested. Okay, there we go. Nope, nope, nope. That is not what I wanted at all. And back we go to Clint to break open more geodes. I got it already, I was just fixing the autocorrect. Okay. I see, I see. But for everybody else who wants to see the VOD channel, there it is. And there are all my streams on there from the very first day until some stream last week. Since I try to upload daily, I have to try and do it on the weekends as well. And on the weekends is the problem when I fall behind most of the time or because I don't catch up. Because on the weekends I'm often so busy that I don't think about actually uploading the VOD. I even have like a to-do in my calendar and I still the to-do reminds me sometimes while I'm out and about, and then when I get home I completely forget it. Yeah. My friend just messaged me, do you want to play a werewolf tomorrow? Werewolf! That would be so cool. I love werewolf. Or the game. Wait, do you want to play a werewolf tomorrow? I was still thinking about the game that is like Mafia. Or are we talking about something else? Let me just ask this directly. It's just funny out of context. Okay, okay. We have a Vampire the Masquerade group. Ah, okay. Vampire D&D. Yeah, I know the Vampire D&D, Vampire Masquerade. I know there are video games that also are based on the Vampire D&D game, but yeah. Hey there, Bjorn! How's it going? Hi, girl. Hello, hello. How's it going? It is going a-okay. How about you? What are you up to? I think I saw you yesterday when I looked at my Twitch app that you were streaming again, but I could not pop in because I was like just resting on the sofa and watching some TV. Cutting images for Insta. I see, yeah, the famous Insta square format, which I still don't understand why they just won't change it. Can be so annoying sometimes. LMAO, don't worry about it. Everything is working fine. We have 40 diamonds. Woo! I'm gonna be rich. My voice is tickling. My voice, my throat. Oh gosh. There we go. Woo. Unfortunate, unfortunate. Okay, let's sell a bunch of things again, which we got out of the geodes. Oh, we have more gold. Awesome. Hey there, Snivels! Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Except looking out for questionable client requests like the energy drink from Cookie's drawing. Do I have enough stone? No, I don't. I don't understand why they won't adopt the free image format. I mean, there is some, but you have to kind of choose between either square or like a screen wide one or something like that. It's just super weird. But yeah, that's Insta for you. Looks prettier though. The energy drink is choice. For some, it's a lifestyle. And let's go farm more stones. I wonder if there is a more efficient way to farm stones, except for using bombs on it, of course, but I don't know where else or how else to get stones without, like, spending money. Dude. So... and down the bed it goes. Alright. I'm so excited for the first of winter in-game tomorrow. I guess maybe we can already find the missing winter forageables we need. And I'm probably also going to look for my chests before we go to sleep today to see which ones we're actually missing. Because I know we have the winter root and snow gem, I think, and we're missing the crystal fruit and the crocus. Is what I remember on top of my head. But it could also be that I have overlooked something. I just know we don't have all of them. That is 100% true. Yeah. Sometimes bats are super fast, sometimes they're super slow. For whatever reason. Hello there, little slimes. My Battletoad music. I think. So, copper for whatever we want to craft, because we don't really need copper for anything at the moment. I'm just gonna always sell the copper bars if we get them. Oh. So, slimes, awesome. Oh. Crab, good day, sir. But I don't need you. Thank you very much. Video, thank you. Also today, I saw something on Instagram which was kind of surprising to me. I saw from one of my favorite like German YouTubers. They are doing a yearly charity. They're doing a yearly charity event called Friendly Fire. And they always do it around Christmas. And they are playing in millions, okay? This is like a whole group of the biggest and oldest German Let's Players, YouTubers, and Twitch streamers. And I saw them advertising that they're searching for an artist that is supposed to make... or they're going to work on a secret project for their charity stream during September. And they're like, hey, we're searching for artists. Please post your Instagram handle or your portfolio link down in the comments below. And maybe we're going to reach out to you. And I would be so, like, up to do this. And I, you know, also commented down below. But I kind of doubt that I'm going to be picked. Because there are so many really good artists out there that are better than me. And since this is, like, a very huge community thing, I didn't think I stand a chance. But I figured, hey, why not? I'm just gonna write there. Even though I'm at an art hiatus at the moment. Because of the injury. But yeah. I'm gonna try out. Yeah, I already sent it. I already sent it, yeah. I am hoping for the best. My thoughts every time I see an opportunity like this. Waiting for the answer. Also, how late do we have it? Okay. Half an hour more to go. Oh, I want to pick up the geo. Please. Okay, it's almost 12 p.m. again. Time sure flies. There we go. I'm just gonna head back once we're done. But yeah, I'm gonna keep you guys posted because I'm always trying out opportunities like this, but I know for a fact that my portfolio is still lacking. First and foremost because some of my teachers said I'm just not having enough projects on there, but I'm also like, I'm super uncomfortable to share older projects I've done, and at the moment I have like 2 projects I could share, like 2 character designs I did recently, or not recently, it's been a while. But I could post them, but I was too lazy to post them because I want to make him look nice and stuff, so I would need to do another pass over it before I post it, but I also want to be like in the mood to share my stuff again, so we'll see, we'll see. I will post it eventually. Those who have been following my stream for a longer period of time know exactly which 2 character designs I'm talking about, but we will see, we will see. I also still want to do a lot of stuff for the stream. I still have not the time and energy, or not the time, it's always my injury that is like troublesome, but it's slowly getting there. Oh wait, what? I'm only missing Crocus and the Snow Gem, I think. I didn't think it would be the Crystal Fruit, because I think the Snow Gem we could actually technically get from the ice floors. So if we don't find that one tomorrow during our forageable run, then I'm just gonna go into the mines and try to find it. Oh! I think something happened during the night, but I'm not sure what it was because I didn't hear anything, so honestly same. What happened to the 10-minute doodle redeem? It is gone. Because I cannot draw at the moment, sadly. And the same goes for the pixel redeem. Oh, we have a blessing of the butterfly, which we are never going to find. That's the third time I've gotten this prismatic butterfly buff, and I've never found it before. My portfolio is lacking and outdated, so I gotta work my ass off to make it look presentable now. Yeah, the feels of an artist, the feels. Completely forgot to ship them yesterday. Yeah, the 10-minute doodle redeem will come back once I can draw again. Along with the pixel redeem, and then I'm probably also going to set up a better streaming setup where I can do both, or it's just switch between both of them. Because so far I can switch scenes without any problem to my Photoshop one. But I also want to set one up for like Googling stuff, but I don't know how, because with Google Chrome it just doesn't work the way I want it to work. And I still don't know what are the tips and tricks to set up a better... to set up a better way to show stuff on Chrome or on my Explorer. Browser, not Explorer. Jeez. My brain is fried. Just a little bit. Also, I don't like the money pacing we're having today. Yesterday we made 2 million, but I don't remember if the casks were ready or the casks were ready yesterday. I think that's also one reason why we made so much money. And because I think I sold a lot of fruits yesterday too. I don't know, but I really... We don't have much time anymore for today's stream, but I really figured we would get more done. Or at least more money. But well, I am sure we are going to be done with it tomorrow. So let me just set all of this away. I'm also going to start selling those two. There you go. Since we already have like the next... I'll go the next quality. And I need row. There we go. I also have to check how much the tea leaves actually are worth if you make tea out of them, because I have a feeling that they're not worth that much. At least compared to stuff like starfruit and everything, it's just not a lot. Okay, that's all the row I had with me. Let's go. But yeah, for my next playthrough, I'm definitely going to make a whole shed out of just eggs. Because I think that is way more profitable than splitting it with preserved jars. But hey, that is the experience. You have to figure stuff out as you go. Ooh, right. My picks are going to be completely useless during winter as well, so that is also a thing. But I really hope we are going to make the 10 million during winter. That is what I am praying for. Because I really want to finish during winter year 4. If we're not going to get it, I'm just gonna sell everything I own. That should technically also get me to 10 million. Hopefully. Just imagine. You get in there, sell everything you have, and then it's still not enough, and then you technically would need all the stuff you sold. That would be a bummer. But I'm honestly really thinking about selling just everything I don't need anymore. Dude, let me... Because I won't touch this playthrough again, I think. For the 1.7, we're probably going to do another run, so... It would be kind of fun to do that, just to see how much money we would made out of that. Or... Also, it's Monday. Which means we are going to go and check Key's quest out as well. But, we don't need anything from Key anymore, actually. And he only gives prisms. So I am just gonna see if we get a snow gem and crocus somewhere. Just gonna break this down real quick. So there is a chance that it's going to spawn. Did not want to switch to my pickaxe for some reason. There we go. Oh my god, I really want to at least finish the crafting recipes today. Just to see. Do we have any forageable in here? The prismatic butterfly! Hi! Yay! It gave us money. I found it for the first time. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy! Because honestly, I am not going to look for them actively anymore, because that is just not worth it. That guy can be anywhere in the valley in like some specific maps. And I tried to find him twice, and I just did not find him anywhere. And I wasted 2 whole days because of that. Yay, butterflies! Yeah, butterflies! Oh, but now the buff is gone. I mean, that makes sense, but it looks so empty. Really? You're not going to give me a single forageable down in the forest? I feel betrayed. I don't think he spawns in a specific spot. It's random if he appears and he can fly off the map. Yeah, no, I don't mean he spawns in a specific spot. I read on Reddit that he can spawn on specific maps, like in the Secret Forest, in the Cindersap Forest, in town and stuff. But yeah, if he can fly off screen, that is maybe what happened to me before. Because, and also one post said that it disappears after 5 PM, but it's not on... I don't know if that's true or not, actually. So yeah. Plus he only gives you like 3k, which is not a lot of stuff, especially if you're already in game. I mean, it's a little bit of money. I take it, but if you are going to search for it for a whole day and you don't find him, it's just... You could have done better things. Still searching for forageables. Give me forageables. I want forageables. Is there not a single one at the beginning of the season? What is going on? Huh. How odd. Aw, Snow Bunny! How cute! Sorry. My voice doesn't want to do this job anymore. It's just like, nope. You have talked enough for today. But after the stream, I'm definitely going to rest up a bit and just... just say nothing. Just ignore everyone. I'm just kidding. Hey! Even more diamonds. Now we can fill up the other ones we have. Yeah, I'm a little sad that we did not find any of the forageables today. None of them that we need. But it's fine. Also, did I? Wait. I'm not sure. Did I craft some crystallariums today? I don't think so. Maybe I did. Maybe it didn't. No, I definitely did not. If I did, I would not have any stone or gold. Where is it? Where are my batteries? There. 2 batteries. Thank you very much. Now we need gold. Gold and stone. Rinse and repeat again, rinse and repeat. There we go. Because the query is so unnecessary for everything else. Mines. Let's do some more grinding. Oh, right, I'm so silly. I wanted to go to Mr. Keys as well. I know we don't really need anything from him anymore, but still. It doesn't hurt to check, because if we are going to have something like, you know, Skull Cavern, then we can at least go to the Skull Cavern and make a bunch of money out of it. And get some additional gems. Let's see. Also, I can check on our little starfruit fields here as well. I think the next time they're ripe, I'm probably going to expand them a little bit more. Maybe. Okay, Mr. Key, hello there. How's it going? Okay, we could do this one then. Yeah. We're just gonna do some more mining since we have to farm ore anyways. And why not reset the dangerous mines? Gonna clean up the rubbish we don't need, because I don't want any of the crops to actually get destroyed, which can happen if I don't pay enough attention. Alright, it's gonna put you there. Okay, I'm gonna head out, shower, then EP time for me. Bye bye and have a good rest of your stream day. Thank you so much, Cookie, and thank you for stopping by. I wish you a wonderful night and I see you around. Take care of yourself. Go, some more iridium. I have so much iridium. It's so funny that I'm actually missing gold and not iridium. You know what? I can sell so much of this stuff. Also, I have slime in there as well. That's where it went. I'm just gonna try and see what else I can just sell. Which I don't need. Single large geode there. Okay, I'm gonna sell you guys. I'm gonna keep that. One singular pineapple. Which I also don't need. Yeah, those I'm going to keep. Alright. Alright. I was also thinking of putting down an additional fish pond, but I don't know, I don't think it's worth it. Not with the remaining time we actually have left. That is not the right spot where I wanted to go. I wanted to go up there, actually. Okay, there, my dear slimes. I bring you more slime, just because I can. Okay, I think I'm gonna head to bed a little bit earlier at the moment because I don't have enough time. Or I don't think it's like... oh gosh, Jesus. Yep. My voice is really not wanting this anymore. So what I wanted to say is I don't really have the time to actually go back in the mines, I think, so... that is not worth it. Are we getting 8 million? Oh, barely, barely. But we should be able to hit 10 tomorrow. If not, then I'm going to make a longer stream tomorrow until we get it. That is a promise. I want to finish perfection tomorrow. I want to get the remaining 2.1 million, hopefully. Hopefully. Okay guys, but this is going to be it for today. I'm just going to see who we are going to raid out to today. Let's see who is playing. I do have 2 people in my playlist. Let me see. Pull a blade and keep going until 3 AM. Okay, that means we are still going for at least 11 hours. Let's go. At least that is, we have almost 4 PM on my end, so yeah. Let me see if we can find a cute little Stardew streamer. Duplicate. Alright, let's see. It must be dark super early in Austria compared to Netherlands, same time zone. Why does it need to be super dark super early in Austria? Shouldn't it be the other way around? Shouldn't you guys have like... Wait, I'm confused. Wait. Shouldn't it be worse on your end? Because the more you go to the north, the earlier it gets dark? The sun should set earlier. Really? Wait, let me just check. When do we have our sunset in Austria? I don't even know. It says around 7:30 PM is our sunset today. It's still light outside, well, as light as it can be if it's like super cloudy. Because today's a cold day, or colder day. So, I'm still searching for someone to raid out to. Oh, this one looks nice. Rhubarb fruit jam. The day-night cycle gets more extreme the further to the poles you get, but is Netherlands and Austria that different? Yeah, it should be that different, because even there is a huge difference between Bayern and like the Nordsee already. So south and north of Germany also have like different let's just say, I was in Hamburg like last year to watch Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, and it got darker like 2 or 3 hours earlier than it would around here, and I was there in January, which was kind of crazy. It was like 5 or something like that, and it already got dark outside, which was for that time of the year, or 4 or something like that. It was like so crazy for me. So yeah, there is actually already a difference. Huh, pretty funky. I only ever noticed it significantly when I visit Finland. Yeah, I'm going to Bayern in November. Oh, hey! Then you are all almost near me, basically. Because, to get to Bayern, I think, or Bavaria, I just need like 3 hours or something like that, or 2.5, if I really count like the edge. So let me just, where was she? There. Yeah. 8-hour car drive. Oh, yeah, for you it's different, yeah. What are you doing in Bavaria, by the way? Just gonna post a raid message real quick. Hold on, I have to edit the raid message real quick. The first heart did not turn into the Twitch heart for some reason. Probably because I forgot a space or something like that. Let me just... where are my... Where is it? There we go. Raid message. Save. Ah. Fixed it. Rainbow Six Siege Esports Tournament. Ooh, going with a friend for the weekend. Oh, are you playing yourself or are you just watching? I'm not a pro, no. Well, then have fun at the Rainbow Six Siege Esports Tournament. That is so random. I somehow did not picture you like being a Rainbow Six Siege fan if you're in Stardew, because most of the time people that are playing Stardew and stuff, they're not exactly shooter people. At least in my experience. I don't want to judge anybody, but it's just a surprise. Because I know just a couple of shooter players and they're like, ugh, stuff like Stardew, ugh, what are you playing? Such garbage, how dare you? But yeah. Tickets are dirt cheap though. 60 bucks for 3 days? What? That's nothing. Does Splatoon count? Does Fortnite count? If Splatoon counts, then Fortnite counts as well. I guess. So yeah, but guys, I am going to end the stream right now, and we're going to see each other tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me on my stream. It was a lot of fun, and tomorrow we are hopefully going to finish the 100% perfection run. Which is more of a hero shooter than other military shooters. Ah, okay. So yeah, thanks for listening, have a good one. You too, guys. So as always, if you like my stream, make sure to leave a follow so you don't miss out on me going live. And if you want to support this channel a little bit more, a sub would be very much appreciated. And other than that, we are going to see each other tomorrow at the same time as always. And I wish you guys a wonderful night, rest of the day, night, or evening. Bye bye. Take care.